Hey everybody, welcome to Karibukai RollPlay Live. My name's Shinja. These are my supposed friends.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it.
the most...
We're more acquaintances.
We're for yourself.
Yeah, dude.
Most of these guys are my friends here.
Yes. Or at least we pretend.
I am your friend. Yeah, well, no, we've established that already.
Yeah.
You are indeed my friend.
We established that in the D&D game.
But this is Shadowrun.
Yes.
Root location.
We're far edgier.
We were tired of being in the Hunter's Dream, so now
We're now playing in Hotline Miami.
Club Karibukai. We're all things.
Yeah, look at that graphic. I like the D6s. It's a nice touch.
Yeah. Look, it's got a little Karibukai logo on it. Oh my god! It's a wow.
You should have replaced the 6.
That is the 6.
No. Because the 6 is next to it, isn't it?
There's no 6.
Don't
you
think,
see everything
don't think
but
about
the 6
it
or
too
5.
much.
Okay.
Close to 6.
Alright. Okay. I thought that was the 6 on the face, up, but no.
No.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, 2, 4.
Oh, that's a 4. Okay. It's just my eyes are dying.
0.
That's alright. You know, whatever.
Technically, that would be a 6.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay. Alright, then you did it right.
I put it randomly.
Good job!
Yeah!
Oh, good guess. Let's not praise him too much here.
Yeah, we don't want that head to just...
Hey, Techno Squid, JM, Madman from Space. Ooh, Techno Squid, I'm glad you like
little bit of sound effects.
Welcome
Techno
to
Squid.
Bob, Christos Domini.
Welcome. Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Wait, what?
I know. Shocking, isn't it?
You know who we're missing?
Who?
Papa Babush.
I wonder where he is.
Where is
Maybe
Papa
he should
Babush?
show up.
Oh, look! There he is.
Where's Stinky Pete when you need him?
Oh, God.
I thought it was Shift.
Oh, I forgot he was missing.
Yeah. Yes, so because our erstwhile elven cleric is not among us, we are going to be playing Shadowrun for the next week or 2.
And clerics don't mean nothing in this game.
Yeah. Clerics do not exist in the world of Shadowrun. And
There aren't healers.
There are healers, but getting healed in Shadowrun is surprisingly difficult. And that's magical, that's mundane, just getting your health back in general is difficult.
I don't have a name
We almost have our characters all the way made.
This is
Kind of
Joey
literally
the Cyber
just
Ghost.
finished, getting the fine details down.
Yes.
We're
Just-
gonna
Because there is a lot to get down.
we're gonna be stumbling through this.
Yeah, that is the first
That
qualifier.
is an understatement.
That is the first qualifier here, which is that this is the first time that I've actually run the game. This is the first time any of these guys have played the game. We're going to be stumbling around through it. There's going to be a lot of starting and stopping. It'll be rough and ugly, but we're going to have some fun anyway.
We'd like to say shoot and loot, but it's more like stop and start.
Yeah, this is not run and gun. This is more like mosey and look. As far as I know, chocobos do not exist, but it would not surprise me if someone has put them in the world at some point in time.
It's actually my ride.
That'd be a
That's
someone.
forget motorcycles. I've got a chocobo.
Bro,
I think
there's dragons in this game.
There are dragons in this game, which is
Of
one
course
of the cool
there are.
things.
If there's chocobos, can we have
They're
moves?
cyber dragons, right?
No, they are
I
actual
call
dragons.
dibs on the chocobo. I have the chocobo shirt. So.
I would like a Moogle companion.
So, yeah, the world of
Google
Shadowrun is
familiar?
set in the semi-near dystopian future. It is a cyberpunk game as opposed to medieval high fantasy. It is still a fantasy game, so there's magic and dragons and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, the setting that we have is that magic has reawakened in the real world, and over the course of
It might have been my
about
fault.
a couple of years, there was a mass mutation of the human race that led to the reemergence of the dwarves and the elves. So the fantasy races have reemerged in our world, and magic has been reawakened. After about 5 years of mutation, there was a virus outbreak that was referred to as the Goblinization virus. It also brought us orcs and trolls. So there are big scary people walking around. The thing is that if you are a troll or an orc, you are inherently sick. So, sucks to be you. That's part of the reason why orcs generally have a pretty short lifespan.
Isn't that kind of
Oh, yeah.
That they get killed.
discrimination in a way?
Yes. Racism is a decently, like, ingrained topic in Shadowrun, just in general. Which is why one of the things that you can do for characters is that you can make them biased against other people.
Oh, man.
Which, I mean, what sort of sick psychotic bastard would do that just for experience? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that ever, no. That is
I'm racist, I'm sorry.
That is one
Oh,
of the-
you are, aren't you? You actually chose that.
Yeah, the biggest differences that you're going to find outside of the setting between Shadowrun and D&D is that Shadowrun is conducted entirely with 6-sided dice, whereas Dungeons & Dragons you have a whole cornucopia of options, including 20-siders, 12-siders, all that kind of stuff. The other thing is that Shadowrun has role-playing more hard-baked into the mechanics, because not everyone has access to all of the skills in the game. Which means that you guys legitimately need each other. Everything happens on 3 planes of existence at the same time, which, you know, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, and only one of us can actually see to one of the other planes.
Yeah, well, 2 of you can.
2?
You can see into the astral plane, he can see into the digital world.
Oh, okay.
Sort
We
of.
better keep our eyes peeled.
At least he can in theory. We'll see if he figures out how to use it. Yep. So this is going to be interesting. But yeah, you guys are in the year 2084. And you guys are in the small college town of Tacoma, Washington, which at this point is one of the suburbs of the Seattle sprawl, because over the course of the geopolitical shifts following Magic Reawakening, Seattle went and there's a ton of people. It is a huge city now. It covers way more landmass than it does right now. And Tacoma is actually one of the suburbs now. It is not like
It's not 30 miles away
right
anymore.
It's pretty darn close to the actual city limits at this point. Yeah, there is a whole lot of purple. I actually kind of like it. It fits the setting. So, let's go ahead and get some character introductions out of the way really quick. We'll come to Joey last, because apparently he still doesn't know what his freaking name is.
Yeah,
Start from that direction.
I will speak for him.
yeah. If anyone has any name ideas for a female thief type character,
Are you really playing female?
yeah, I might as well.
You know,
Bro.
we're playing against type, might as well.
First theme.
Good on you.
Takes a brave man to do that.
Yes.
Alright,
Or
so...
a, you know, furry, whatever.
you know. So, character introduction. Shinja, you want to start?
Sure. I named my character Will Johnson.
American America.
He's as American as it
He
gets.
is the whitest American probably.
Should have just been Bill Johnson.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
You weren't here yet.
I was gonna name him William Shatner, but
That would have been
I thought it
hilarious.
was Will Smith.
well, that too. Like I went through Will Smith, Shatner, Johnson. I was like, whatever.
It's like, they're all famous people.
Should have
What the
been
hell?
Bill Smith.
He could still be Bill Smith.
Ted
but-
Bundy.
Anyway, but he is a huge otaku weeaboo.
Yes.
He's a weeaboo, basically.
Yes.
So he prefers to go by his given Japanese name, Hotaru. Or Hotaru. Whatever you want to pronounce it.
Hotaru.
Hotaru.
Hotaru. Alright.
Hotaru-san.
I'm gonna mispronounce it.
Yeah, he's a human, and
Joey, Chad is suggesting that you name yourself Aurora.
That is a freaking good
nice.
name.
Because Cinderella... no, not Cinderella. That's
Sleeping Beauty was
Sleeping Beauty.
Aurora.
Yeah, Princess Aurora is in Sleeping Beauty.
Don't ask how I know
That
that.
sounds
I know
sounds
that
like a
because I saw that
futuristic-
movie.
I've
way too many
dated a
times as
lot
kid.
of single moms with daughters.
Yes.
Wait, this isn't Darwin.
I dated
No,
a Disney
this
freak,
is
so...
me.
I dated a Disney freak, so I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally fair game.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
There
so,
you go.
Joey.
Yeah.
Aurora
Borealis.
Borealis.
Hello, I'm Joey the Ghost. It's too obvious.
Still funny.
My name is it Laura or
Aurora.
Why is it Aurora?
Because it's a nice name.
My name is Aurora Valley.
Alright. Oh, he's a Valley Girl.
It's the future.
Hi guys.
Like, oh my god.
So I went shopping earlier today, and I found the greatest deal on this cute purse. It was so fantastic.
There was
Goodbye,
this wonderful sale on automatic pistols.
goodbye, both of our female viewers. I
All
hope
two
you had
of
a
them?
good night.
Yeah, there's 2. No, there's 3.
Oh, there's 3.
I think so. So there's
Well,
one left.
now there was 3.
There was 3. There's 1 now.
Bye, ladies.
Yeah,
Forever alone.
I play a human that looks like an elf through backstory reasons.
Right.
So you're like different kind of weeboo.
I didn't want to be an elf.
You're a human who accidentally looks elfin.
It was forced upon me. Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Wolfie!
I'm Wolfkin. I play Elrose Ellingson, the Elder Snake Fighter.
Wrong game.
wrong character!
Big ass sword.
Don't ruin my show, dang it.
No,
I can't work under these conditions!
Oh wait, switching over to Shadowrun mode.
Yes.
I play a orc character named Dreg.
Dreg.
He's kind of an old boxer type.
Does he have a beard?
Retired boxer.
Retired prize fighter.
Dwarves grow beards.
They can.
He's kind of old and has a hard time with the technology that all his youngins are using. You know,
Yes!
Very incompetent.
I am here for this. This is great.
And apparently in Shadowrun, orcs, when they're old, that's like talking about like 40 or 50 years old. So
Yes.
not
Yeah,
not
orcs.
very high in years.
Orcs have a very short lifespan in D&D, or not D&D, in Shadowrun, because again, they contracted a virus, which is why they're orcs. So they tend to go out very, very quickly. But, you know, it's the shortest lifespans that burn the brightest.
Bye.
It was good knowing you. If we want you to die, we'll just wait. Good thing this is only a 3-session long campaign.
Tortuga, who are you?
This is my last run.
And your first run, yeah.
Hello, my name is Martin.
Martin.
I'm triggered.
Martin Gonzalez. I'm a dwarf from Mexico.
Crossed the border years ago.
Wait, you should watch me, Speedy Gonzalez.
I like the cheese.
I'm like a
the olive
teenager.
cheese.
My friends call me Richter, though.
Richter. Alright. And I'm X. I'm the DM. I play pretty much everybody else. So, the interesting thing about Shadowrun is that at its core, it is a heist game. That's not the only thing it can do, obviously, but it is very much breaking, entering, taking something that someone doesn't want you to have, and getting out alive. Combat is not necessarily your best option in most circumstances, because this game is highly lethal. So characters tend to die very quickly and very violently. Every mission that happens in Shadowrun has 3 phases to it that are all fairly distinct. The first phase is the meet. This is where you end up meeting face-to-face with the person who's interested in hiring you. You get the details about the job that they want you to do. Any basic questions they'll probably be able to answer. Usually this is with meeting a faceless, nameless person known as Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson could work for any of the big corporations. He could be someone who is working for the mob, organized crime, something of that nature. This is somebody who wants to hire Shadowrunners anonymously, because you guys are basically people who take jobs for money that other people wouldn't do officially because they're not crazy. So you meet with Mr. Johnson, he talks to you about the run, what the job is that you're getting hired for. That's where you discuss things like how much are you getting paid and all that sort of stuff. The second phase is the legwork. This is where you're running around town, interacting with your contacts, shopping if you have to buy any gear, trying to get intel on buildings that you're attempting to break into. All of that sort of stuff happens in the legwork phase. And then the third phase is actually going on the run. The actual run itself, you could be breaking into a high-rise because you're trying to steal some data from a mainframe. You could be trying to bump somebody off. You could be carrying drugs for the mob. It just depends on who's hiring you, why they're hiring you, and what they want you to accomplish. So, any questions before we get started? Other than what in the world do Tortuga's programs do?
Yes, I have no idea.
What is my public awareness?
Your public awareness right now is zilch.
Cool.
Because
like
you
it
guys, what we're doing...
I'm guessing we have no notoriety.
No.
Street cred.
Yeah, JM, the background music was very kindly provided by Alicia. She did a great job on this loop.
Yes.
I have listened to this loop almost non-stop for the last week. It is really, really good.
He's memorized the lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics so heart-moving.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah, very much so. So yeah, what we are doing for Shadowrun 5e is technically we're playing on hard mode, because we are doing what is called we're doing what's called street level play. This drastically restricts your gear. It restricts how much experience points you have in character creation. The reason that we're doing that is because this is our first game, and it is short. By limiting how much experience points everybody has, it limits the amount of stuff they can do, which also means that it limits the things that I can throw at them without killing everybody off. So that is why we are playing on a very low level of Shadowrun. But it's also nice for the story that I have in my brain.
So you didn't do this difficulty in order to kill us off quickly.
No, I did this specifically so that I would limit how much stuff you guys could do.
Yes.
Let me just roll to believe you.
Oh, you're going to judge intentions on the DM. Wonderful.
Bad. We're all gonna
I've already
die.
judged my intentions.
I know you
And
pretty
they're
well,
bad.
so I'd say that's at least 3 dice.
I don't know what
It's
you
a
buy
1, a
over
2, and a 3.
Yeah. The thing about Shadowrun is that it does put a lot more on the GM to be a little bit more involved in terms of like, okay, well, you've got this, and this, which is going to change these modifiers to your roll, and that's... We'll go over all of that as it comes up. Because like I say, there's going to be a lot of starting stuff.
I have a teaser. I have a shooty.
Do you have a gun?
I have ammo
I have
for my
a bow.
team. We couldn't buy guns.
We're all gonna die! I'm the only one with a gun!
And you've got a shotgun. You've got a double-barreled shotgun.
You're the only one who could get a gun.
We're
As I say,
50 years in the future and I'm the only one with a gun?
I wanted a gun, okay?
I'm the nerd of the bunch!
so let me go ahead and just set the scene for you guys so you understand what is going on right now. You guys are all residents of Tacoma, Washington in some way, shape, or form for different reasons. Some of you washed up there, some
I'm a
of you
legal one.
Some of you have lived there your entire life, which would be the case of Martin, because he actually has a national
I have my
identification
green
number.
card.
The only person with a system identification number is the dude from Mexico. How's that for irony?
I was born
I got here legally, man.
It's like watching
Shinja, just avoid drinking whenever he's talking, because this is going to get really weird. So, you guys all live in Tacoma, Washington. Shinja, I believe you're college age, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Joey, you're about that neck of the woods too.
17.
You're 17, so you're towards the end of high school.
I'm 21.
You're 21, so you're probably a college washout a little bit.
College. Who needs college?
Right.
I could have graduated MIT when I was 14.
It's the sixth world, man. Who needs college? But all of you guys have not necessarily lived the high life. Like, you're not wealthy, you're not particularly well known around town, which is why it was a bit of a surprise when you guys were all messaged by an individual titling themselves only by the letter T, saying that they wanted to meet you and they had a job for you. They said that they wanted to see if you were interested in potentially making some money, and they told you to meet them at Kelly's Diner in downtown.
Is this a physical letter? Or receipt?
Or is it an email?
Was it email?
It was the sixth world equivalent of email, yes.
It was a pager.
Like, it's a snail
Which-
mail? Like,
I mean, for you,
Snail mail nowadays.
for you, because you've got a high-powered comlink, you were surprised when somebody actually hacked your comlink and a message popped up on it saying, want to make some money.
Yeah. I'm like, well, this was an expensive phone, so heck yeah.
I keep wanting to call you Dareman. Yeah.
I'm not Dareman.
Martine, you were
You embracer.
you were out on the Matrix and you were trying to hack into your favorite and most secure server, which, wouldn't you know it, was a titty bar. And as you were sitting there trying desperately, wrestling with this firewall on this host, you were surprised to come across a note addressed to you from a hacker signal you've never seen before. And it said, "Want to make money? Meet at Kelly's Diner, T."
Can I try and track the signal?
You certainly can.
I don't know how. Might as well get started, guys.
Alright, everyone, welcome
well
to
get
page
started.
75.
So the first thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll your logic plus computer to see if you can track the actual message.
I did notice this was Cherry Pepsi.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Cherry Pepsi. Yes, it is Cherry Pepsi.
I appreciate
It's
it.
very good Cherry Pepsi because I just bought it tonight. It's fresh,
It's actually,
right off the tree, known as the grocery store.
It's actually better the longer it goes.
It's like a fine soda.
It's like a fine cherry Pepsi for a good year.
76.
Logic plus your computer.
Yeah.
So I have a logic 4 and a computer of 3.
Right, and this is your mental limit. So whatever your mental limit is, that's your limit for the test.
I don't know what that is.
Yay, character creation!
In your attributes, there's 3 things.
I didn't fill that part in yet.
Oh my god!
I'm still filling in my sheet. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Let me.
So are we.
Like I said, we'll be stumbling through.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
what do I put together to do that? I feel like it's probably
working on it.
intuition and logic.
For you, it's going to be high, but we'll get there. So your mental limit: logic times 2, plus intuition,
limit up.
plus willpower, divided by 3 round up.
further.
Yes.
Okay. Logic times 2
Right, which is
8.
plus your intuition.
Is
They had the-
8 plus 6 is 14.
Right, plus your willpower,
It was the
Plus
label.
5 is 19.
divided by 3
Okay, so 18 divided by 3
is 6, and you round up. So your mental limit is 7. So
That's exactly how many dice I'm rolling.
yes, logic plus computer limit of 7.
Okay. 3 5s, 2 4s, and 2 3s.
Okay, so the 5s and 6s are successes. So you have 3 successes? Okay. 3 successes. You are looking through this code, and it is a weird, exotic code that you've never seen before. However, you can also tell
Jarvis.
with that kind of a roll, you can tell that whatever the program was used to hack into this server, it cut through the firewall like butter. But the trail goes to the edge of the server and then dies immediately. It appears that it was planted directly at the server by someone who was there, but you have no idea who it was.
I'm intrigued.
Okay. Kelly's Diner.
Yes.
Google search Kelly's Diner.
Before I go, I'm gonna make sure to
Is
download some
Google
anime onto my
Almighty still a
phone.
thing?
The Google's on it is a thing now. Yeah.
Google's on.
The Google's on. Yeah. That was still
Memory chips.
back in 2012. That was one of the coolest videos of all
I
time.
just pop them in. I need one every hour, or not every hour, 1 hour every 2 weeks, so I might as well carry a few.
He just has stacks of anime chips. He just pops them into his phone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you go ahead and drop 20 nuyen, and you buy a couple of the latest episodes of your favorites. Do you happen to know what they're called?
2-piece.
Okay.
The future is grim.
They finally got around to finishing the first
I
one.
hate it already. Boku no Pico.
Okay.
Or Pico. And 20 apiece, you said?
Yeah, or you dropped 20 nuyen to get like a couple episodes. and you're going to be, I guess, watching as you walk because you're trying to get your fix in.
Yeah, with my goggles.
Yeah.
The
So
silver
you're walking and you're happily enjoying. I need you to roll a composure test.
You're not singing
So,
and dancing to the
what
theme
is
song.
this? Is it just one dice? Or?
No, your composure is your charisma plus your willpower. Yep.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. A 5, a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Oh,
Okay, so one success. You managed to not blow it, but you do feel yourself get tugged back once or twice as you almost step into traffic by pedestrians who had an eye out and are like,
you almost died right before the game started.
yeah. I mean, so you guys know this guy, well, this kid, because
Oh,
you're
yes.
17.
Well,
He's got
I'm
massive.
like 20 actually.
Okay, you're 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got these massive, like, old-style aviator goggles that have a light-up HUD on the inside of them, and he's watching videos as he's walking down the street. You also are moderately addicted to anime because you are a weeaboo.
Wasn't it severe? Like I have to have
Yeah, it was
1 hour every 2
no, that's
weeks.
moderate. That's
Oh,
moderate.
moderate?
Yeah,
Okay.
severe is like 1 hour every day, or you start having withdrawals.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so moderate.
Yeah, so you're watching anime while walking down the street to this diner. Yeah, so you guys all kind of get there roughly about the same time. You know, maybe like a couple minutes after each other, and you kind of make your way into the diner, and sitting in a corner booth, there is an elderly orc with a fedora pulled down low. He's got like an old-style Macintosh trench coat with the collar pulled up, and appears to be drinking a cup of what would be coffee, but because this is the 6th world and coffee is hella expensive, it is soy calf. You can tell by the smell, it's like, yeah, that's not the real thing. But this is what pretty much everyone drinks these days. Like, you gotta be pretty wealthy to afford the real thing. And he's there, he's the only person in the place.
Ah. Are we all showing up at the same time type of thing?
Kind of. I'm gonna say that the person who shows up first is Martine, because he is impressed by the fact that someone hacked into the server.
So I walk in.
Yes.
I sit down.
Yeah, and it is definitely like an old style diner.
Yeah, I sit down at the
At the
like,
bar.
the diner bar.
Yep.
Kind of look around. I would like a whatever he's drinking. I don't know. What is it called?
And you hear a voice from the back. Push the button on the robot. And the screen pops up, and you see, oh,
I should have known that.
they don't have real coffee at all. It's not even an option. You feel a slight bit of your soul die as 10 million are sucked out of your account. And
I have a lot though.
yeah, an orcish-sized mug comes from the back, thunk on the desk in front of you, the bar, and it's hefty for you.
Scroll through the menu.
Yeah.
Any alcohol?
There is not alcohol. It is restricted to late in the evening, and it is still like 11 a.m.
Okay, that's what I have to do. Oh. Joke.
All right, he's just slamming coffee.
I don't walk in next.
Yeah. Dreg, you saw folded up in your paper an envelope that was addressed to you with the same note, and you, like, that's weird. And it addressed you as Champ for some odd reason.
Well, this does remind me of some years gone by.
It's high noon.
I quit.
die.
We
I mean,
don't need
if
those kinds
we're
of
going
games
weeaboo otaku, we might as well.
It's high dirt.
It's high nerve.
There's a there happens to be a computer that just kind of smashed.
Yeah, in your front yard, there is the remnants of what appears to be like a 1990s Mac. The screen has been bashed in by what appears to have been somebody's fist, and it's just laying there in the front yard, occasionally still sparking because you never bothered to unplug it.
Yeah, I'm still not messing with that thing.
So you make your way to Kelly's Diner, and you walk in the front door, and it's a little bit of a tight fit, but you're okay. You know, you manage to make your way in, and you see a black-headed dwarf sitting at the diner counter drinking an oversized cup of coffee. Chugging an oversized cup of coffee. And in the corner with his back to the door, there is another large, elderly orc.
Okay, whose idea was it to bring me out of the comfort of my own home? And what the hell is that smell?
The orc in the corner kind of looks over his shoulder. And he waves you over.
Go over.
Okay, you sit down, and he just looks at you. I know you're not one for subtlety. A little over the top, don't you think?
I mean, maybe if there was, real coffee, I'd be a little bit more understanding.
If there was real coffee, we'd both still be human.
So what are we doing?
Can't use these dice.
Well, right now, we've
He's
got
different dice now.
another 3, possibly 4 on the way. But I have a bit of a proposition for you.
Alright, let's hear it.
We will. I'd rather save words. The ears aren't what they used to be. Shinja, you finally make it to the diner after kicking 2 dogs and nearly tripping and falling into traffic because of a cat.
Still okay. Nothing.
Yeah, you're a little bit bruised and a little scraped up, but you're okay, and you're like, oh, I love this episode. I've seen it 6 times already.
I have a few tears coming down.
Yeah, and they're starting to pool up in the bottom of the goggles, so every time you turn your head, there's a little bit of a slosh, you know?
Oh man, Muffy is such a great character.
Muffy-sama.
You go in the front door, and you just gotta have that moment of realization, oh, I'm here. And you see, in a corner booth, there are 2 orcs sitting there, one of them drinking a cup of hot brown liquid, and there is a dwarf sitting at the diner. He's, like, way into whatever he's drinking.
Right. So I don't see anything else. It's just
No,
these
I mean,
guys
it's an empty diner. There is one person apparently prepping some food in the back, but that's it.
I walk towards the table and I look at everyone there. I'm like, "Sumimasen, gentlemen. Is this the place to be, Desune?"
What did you just call me?
Wow, he wasn't kidding.
May I have a seat next to you, Kudasai?
I don't
Hey.
even know what you're saying.
This is one of them. Sit down.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna raise the volume on the mixer.
Oh no, we're breaking.
Continuity broken.
Oh no!
Who's Elrond?
I'm guessing she means Elros.
It's Stinky Pete!
Elrond.
That is funny.
Stinky Pete wants you to speak louder.
Where's Stinky Pete? I don't see.
He was there.
That's
earlier.
Stinky Pete? What?
And yes, Elros, speak louder.
Elrond?
I don't project very well.
At least not when I'm doing this kind of a voice.
Well, not in general.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Every time somebody asks me my name, they're like, "What'd you say?"
we're all dealing with it in our own different ways. Joey.
I'll try to speak louder.
Aurora.
I'll try to speak louder.
You arrive at the diner. you're kind of looking over your shoulder because you've always got this kind of like nervous energy about being watched.
Yeah.
And you've done some shady stuff. This is the first time someone's been shadier than you. And so you step at the door, kind of take a look around, and you see a small gathering of 3 gentlemen in that corner, and 1 dwarf at the bar just ignoring everyone.
I walk in.
Yes.
Is anyone making eye contact?
I don't know.
I kind of look at you.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at
You see a giant pair of goggles go.
You see that there's video playing.
Yeah, and you can see the eyes kind of ghostly behind what appears to be a video playing on the overlay.
Do all 3 at the booth?
Well, he does, but the 2 orcs appear to be speaking to each other.
Ah, okay. I'll see you looking at me and just kind of like an awkward smile, and I'll sit at the bar, a few seats away from him.
Okay, a few seats away. Martine, which I'm going to say with that inflection every single time. You're sitting at the bar of the diner, and you're just enjoying a beautiful cup of warm brown fluid, because it's not coffee. It's not. And then a couple of chairs away, there is someone who sits. They look vaguely elven.
I order a water.
I literally just spit my soy cap everywhere.
Yeah, and there is a little hatch that just sort of slides open in the bar, and there's a glass of water.
I just kind of take it and just sip and just kind of rotate my seat over towards him. Just kind of rotate back.
His look.
Just kind of sipping on my water.
I just kind of turn away.
I look at you because you got some water like a little bit over my goggles.
Way over. I think that's a different direction.
I don't know where exactly he's facing, but
He's probably facing the bar.
I'm like facing away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for you guys who are sitting at the table, this orc that you're meeting with, he has what appears to be a single solid piece of glass that stretches all the way around the back of his head and is connected to his ears. But it has been kind of a peachy rose color, but it's been clearer. So almost like the kind of glasses that they get for kids who are highly autistic. A little bit like that, but not quite that degree. And he reaches over to the arm of his jacket, and you see the fingers start tapping away on something. And
Drag, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving.
oh yeah, yeah.
Your shin is
And
close.
you hear a voice coming from him. If you 2 idiots at the bar are done making pleasantries, we're over here.
That's more like it.
I get off my seat with my water, just make my way over silently. Just kind of just looking.
wait, I thought we were sitting with him already.
You 2 were. Those
Yeah.
2 weren't.
We were at the bar. You guys
Oh.
are at a table.
Okay, so I'm with the guy already.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
As soon as I get to the table, who are these gentlemen?
The others.
Konnichiwa. Yokoso namae wa shinja desu.
You didn't mention
I mean,
others in the note.
Hotaru.
You didn't mention others in the note.
Of course not.
Well, let's hear it then. Why are we here?
Get that away from me.
Gonna like this one already.
I'm standing at the table.
Well, I've asked you all here to offer you a rare opportunity to make some money and live life your way. I am what would be known as a fixer. And I'm looking for some new blood. I'm looking for Shadowrunners. Now,
We have a title.
The Shadowrunner.
Do we know what Shadowrunners are?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the worst kept secret in the world who a Shadowrunner is.
They're just so cool.
Yeah, no, for legitimately, the people who have been doing it for a really long time are kind of underground folk heroes, and so like, especially for you, being a bit of a thief, you've kind of like, oh, one day.
There's a few anime with Shadowrunners in them. Like,
Oh yeah, no, there have been several.
If you heard my inner voice, it was.
Oh yeah, this is right up your alley. You're like, I get to steal stuff as a job.
Just
Yay!
standing there all cool and calm and just going. On the inside.
So you have a job for us.
I have a job for somebody. I keep my eyes open for people who might be interested in what I have to offer. I'm getting up there now. And last year, I had a bit of a perspective change. We call it an awakening. I've made a lot of money doing this job. I've dispensed contracts to run our teams for darn near 20 years now. Last year, my team, the best that I've ever worked with, they took a contract and they got gunned down in the street by some dreckheads.
I gotta look up terminology. I got that somewhere.
The contract seemed solid. I thought it was on the level. But apparently there was a bit of a joker in the mix. The team got betrayed, bounties collected. The target ended up collecting a boatload of money. You stay in this business long enough, somebody's gonna clip you. I've made enough that I'm clearing my ledger. I have a few favors that I owe people, and in some way I feel that I owe the world a replacement for the team that got taken away. The four of you are people that I've selected to be those replacements.
you have done a wise choice, my good sir. I'm gonna take out my wooden katana and just put it on my back. Like that.
How do you know us?
You may think that you're clever, but you can't hide from everybody, especially someone who knows what they're doing. It's my business to know information and to know who people are, where to find them. I never knew where my team lived, but I always knew how to get a hold of them.
But how did you hear about us? Like, I haven't really been doing anything extravagant, per se.
Please, how many forum posts do you write a week?
I've lost count.
The average is 27.5.
30 when he's lonely.
It depends on what I've just watched. You
Well,
know?
they always get stalkers.
The really emotional ones deserve at least 5 posts.
Well, you know that tingly feeling that you get when you're watching a particularly good episode.
Yeah.
No, not that tingly feeling.
No,
The
I know
other
what you're
tingly
talking
feeling.
about. I know what you're talking about. And I just remembered the recent episode I just watched, wiping some more tears.
If you learn to channel that energy, you could be a very hard person to contain.
I see.
If you were able to focus it in a single direction, no one knows what you might be capable of. I look at you four and I see potential. None of you have done any kind of runs before, but this is the big time. Obviously not right away, but I'm offering you a door that would lead you into the world of the Shadowrunners.
And you think a blogger would be helpful to the team?
Best breakdown I've
You
seen.
just said so.
Best breakdown I've seen of 19th century Japanese military tactics.
I raise an eyebrow to you.
From an unprofessional.
I've studied a lot of things, like many tactics, many
I take a glance at the images on your visor. I'm like,
Yeah, there is still
sure.
video playing across it too.
You just see anime boobs going.
One on each leg.
No, man, if it's VR, you got
Just 2 and 2.
flashing you in the face.
you're seeing it 3D.
Yeah,
This is the future, man.
This is the future.
Your multitasking is amazing.
I need to get ready to write a blog, whatever.
You all have a different set of skills that would be useful to a team. If you survive long enough, I'll get you in touch with my contacts in Seattle.
Well, I see one set of skills, and his are pretty obvious.
I don't know.
I see one set of skills. Thank you. And I think this guy's, he's pretty obvious what he can do. But the broad, I don't know about her. What she do? What she got to bring to the table?
Well, aside from being able to pass as an elf, which can be useful in the right circumstances, being able to not be seen is valuable when you're trying to break in and steal something.
You should fear me the most when I'm not in your view.
I mean, I feel that way about most women, but, you know.
Well, I don't know what you know about me, but, I'm 45. I don't have long for this world, and
Neither do I.
don't know if I have...
Why not go out with a slightly more comfortable bed and a bit of a blaze of glory?
You're that one famous boxer, aren't you? There was an anime adaptation of your story.
I do all unbearable.
I gotta say, your fight against the big crazy elf dude was
76.
amazing.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Remember Crazy Pete elf?
Oh yeah, 6 years ago.
Stinky Pete, not Crazy Pete.
Fight was fixed
Well,
anyway.
in the anime, they switched it to Crazy Stinky was a little too.
It doesn't matter, the fight was fixed anyway.
What?
And I've retired from that life. I don't know what you're talking about.
He knows. Welcome to the 5th.
I'm busy. Still trying to fill in my character's
Well, I guess this is a bit more exciting, hopefully, than just sitting on my pad all day.
Besides, these kids could need the guidance. You're a
I
little bit
mean-
more street smart.
Speak for yourself.
This could be true. You know how to use that wooden stick.
I do a few swings here and there like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I am more than able to use this fine crafted blade. Wooden blade.
I cannot comprehend what you just did with that thing.
I do some more like Star Wars kid.
Roll me, do you have performance as a skill?
Star Wars kid.
Performance?
Oh, man.
Yes.
As a skill, I have acting and as a skill group.
Oh, you have the acting skill group.
Yeah.
Great. So go ahead and roll me charisma plus acting. And this is your physical, no, this will be your social limit.
Well, he's not Crazy Pete. This is just a friend of Crazy Pete.
6, 3, 2, 4, and 1.
But as we all
So,
know,
one success?
that's what Crazy Pete would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. You just,
That's not Crazy Pete. That's Stinky
Stinky
Pete.
Pete.
it's alright. It's alright.
Stinky Pete 80.
I've done
best.
better before.
Yeah. But you're showing off, and, maybe you kind of bobbled it a little bit, and maybe you kind of clunked the table, and yeah.
There's not a lot of room here, but trust me, in an open environment, this is a deadly weapon.
To the enemy, I'd hope.
At which point, there is a loud thud as a really sturdy chair gets sat down right next to the table, and a large troll sits in the chair. Right, so is this the shit show then?
This is another one of the group.
And the orc looks at you. He was in town and available, so I thought I'd ask him along.
He's joining? I expect us to complete anything with a party this size.
Well, as they say, start small and work your way up.
Of course.
So, this is the deal. I get you started Shadowrunning until I feel that you're good. Then I connect you with my guys in Seattle and make sure that you get work. In exchange, take care of a few favors that I have left over. And then I retire. I've made enough money.
Seems simple enough.
I just want to go end on a beach someplace quiet. I saw what happened to my last team. I'm not going to let that happen to me.
Are you gonna let that happen to us?
No. None of the jobs you're going to be taking on give you any sort of the scrutiny that those guys were under.
Is that what you told them?
No, they knew what they were getting into. I tried to tell them, start taking jobs from guys that you don't know. Doesn't know what's going to happen.
Kind of like we're doing now, huh? God damn it.
My friends call me Trench. That's more information than most people get.
I appreciate it.
Mr. T is actually Mr. Trench.
Yes. I have a slight affinity for retro television. Ever since they upgraded to Tridia, the quality has just gone downhill.
You can never get, like, you can never replicate the good old days. Like, you know, classic animation, so much better than this bullshit CGI you see nowadays.
With the VR boobs.
I just hate it so much.
So, it's up to you. If you want to bring him along, he's bored, he's looking for something to do. Or if you'd rather stick to your own.
The fact that I don't know any of you doesn't make a difference to me. You might as well come along. If we can, I'd rather keep the party smaller.
There's a bit of a beep, and the troll pulls out. Look, I don't care. If you want me along, I'll go.
What can you do?
Things most people can't.
We could use that.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you better decide quick, because if not, I've got a train to catch.
Yeah, I
Which,
don't know.
Martine, this guy smells rank, even for a troll. Like, he just smells bad. He's wearing a long, like, trench coat that is very muddy, very dirty, kind of torn in a couple of places.
Mm-hmm.
You're also seeing kind of the Mike Tyson face tattoo, except it comes all the way down the side of his face, down onto his, like, chest, and disappears into his shirt. And, it just... Yeah, he's got several piercings that appear to be rather, like, these aren't just, I got piercings, these are intentional. So there's one going through most of his ear that's like an anchor cross piece. His horns appear to have been shaved down to blades, so they are actually sharp on the sides.
You can't sleep at night.
I mean, besides this guy's appearance, bet
How many
he can be quite useful.
How
I
many-
say we bring him.
How many runs have you done?
How many runs have you done?
Well,
Asking him.
I don't...
Oh, sassy. This one is. Take a liking to you.
Sorry, I have to look at this because...
3D girls for life, though.
No,
Or 2D girls.
CGI.
2D.
Got animated.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You feel a cold breeze just kind of settle right between your shoulder blades. And you feel really, really agile. Like, more so than ever. And this troll is just kind of looking at you.
I just... Agile as it...
You feel limber. Like, you know how to be sneaky. But you feel really light on your feet. Almost like airy. And like, I could probably sneak away from this table and no one would know.
I'm just kind of shuffling from one foot to the other.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be good to know, because I think your greatest usefulness would be your skill set in the field. What are you doing?
And you watch as his eyes move to you, and you feel the cold breeze leave and settle right behind your shoulders.
What's going on? Whew. Do I feel the same
chills
thing?
over here.
Yeah, you kind of got this like cold aura right here.
Can I kind of figure out what he's doing?
You can certainly try.
Do I see anything going on here?
You notice that this guy has gotten really quiet and is staring intently at something. Almost like he's staring right through these guys.
Don't I have some skills against this or something?
Here we go. First roll of the game, people.
Alright, so if you're going to...
I have spell resistance.
Yeah. You're
I
assuming
don't
it's a spell.
Yeah. What does spell resistance do? I forget. +1 die
So all of us
/
are
level
feeling
to all
this?
resistance
No, just
tests against spells.
It moves from me to him.
So,
You're assuming it's a spell.
yeah, so I'm gonna try to resist it, I guess.
Okay, what are you resisting against?
Cold?
No,
I don't know.
Oh,
Like, what do you mean, what am I trying to resist against? Like,
well, you just...
As you're trying to
AKA,
figure out,
it's not a spell, bruh.
his eyes shift to Martine, and you
I
feel
am
the cold
muchacho.
breeze just...
I just...
and it dissipates. Martine, it feels like there's somebody looking over your shoulder.
What you doing, Vato?
damn it.
You wanted to know what I do.
Still trying to figure that out.
Alright, you say so. And you... And suddenly appearing over the table in front of all of you guys is what appears to be a form, ghostly, and it looks like a human being, kind of.
Whoa. How did I not see this?
What's this all about?
It's
And
a
it-
ghost.
Waves his hand and think,
It's an astral form.
You creating illusions and stuff?
I need to roll. Plus.
My friend, I think that's a spirit.
Spirit?
It's a spirit. I think he's cursed.
And it's canon.
And it's canon.
This is the future of D&D.
Some people call it a parlor trick, but it's up to you.
I don't know. I say we take him along.
It'll be useful. I think he'll help him.
Just don't do that right behind me, okay?
Yeah, I didn't really like that. It was weird.
I think it's just an after effect. It seemed... I just wanted to see if my character could figure out what it was and what it was doing, just so I can announce it to everyone and sound really smart.
Yeah, roll me logic and intuition.
He says he thinks you like the sound, the whoosh sound effect. You do it a lot here and in D&D.
Oh, probably.
2 successes.
2 successes. You get an idea that he probably summoned a spirit. Based on the fact that a spirit showed up.
seems the spirit can augment us, or at least increase agility of some kind. He might be the most useful person here on the table.
Well,
at least
I wouldn't go that far. But
at least the best supporter.
no, I just need to. I need to pick up a little bit of petty cash. I'm on my way to Seattle, actually.
Got family there.
Had family there. My cousin, he was a bit of a runner, you see. Turns out somebody kicked him about this time last year.
D-R-E-G.
My job now to figure out who the bastard was and put him in the ground.
Family affairs.
Muchachos, this is great and all, but are we done here? What's the deal?
What are your names, by the way?
I mean,
I don't know who
you
you
haven't
are.
necessarily told me whether you're in or not.
I'll vote for you.
You need
Still
one
haven't got
more
no
beer.
paying for that wall, have you?
I mean, déjame go.
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah, come along.
Hi, Des.
I'm not gonna give up this chance.
I'll take that as a yes.
See.
So, if you're interested, I need a way to get in touch with you. Anybody? Do you all have comm links or no?
I have one.
See.
I've got you.
So he reaches
Throws you a
into
paper.
a duffel under the table, and he pulls out a rather dusty comlink and slides it across the table to you, and you do have a rating 1 comlink now.
My number's already programmed on it. I'll be in touch. First thing to know, you're gonna need gear. Got a guy, he's coming in from Seattle today. Meet him in the alley behind 58th and Trench. The street, not me.
Big smile on my face.
He'll have some stuff for you then. Until then, you'll be hearing from me.
And he stands up and he starts to walk towards the door. You guys can all add to your contacts Trench, who is a fixer. Loyalty to you guys is a 1, and connection is a question mark. You guys don't know how connected he actually is. Gotcha. So, about 5 minutes after he leaves, all of your comlinks light up with a message from T saying to meet Bugsy in an hour. So, he also says to give him the password, which is Wally sent me.
So the connection was 1 and loyalty was question mark?
No. Loyalty's a 1, question
Okay.
mark is on connection.
So Wally sent me.
As soon as I get the message, I look at the party. I'll see you boys later.
Wait, hold up. We don't even know each other's names. I don't even know who you are.
Wouldn't matter. I walk out the door.
You just get up and leave.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
That's Mars friendly, isn't it?
Never trust real women anyway.
might be a little suspicious.
Where are we meeting?
My
with
boy,
this,
I'm afraid you need to get out a bit more.
Where are we
I
meeting
can
Bugsy
explore
at?
the whole world
Waste that.
from
Was it 58
my
and
house
Trick?
and my phone.
As the theme song is playing, and like
It's like One Piece. It's like traveling, yeah.
58th and
58th and Trench, the alley. So, yeah, you three are still sitting in this diner with this massive troll.
okay, well,
What is your name, guy?
Well, I'll tell you. My actual name is Sidney H. Bellamy. People on the street know me as Crusher.
It's a silly
What do you
name, man.
crush? Crusher.
I'm a troll. What don't I crush?
What are you known for crushing?
that's racist.
Hearts.
People.
He doesn't crush
I
hearts.
like this one already. No. You gotta understand. My cousin was a big fighter, right? He was a prize fighter at one point in time. You probably knew him.
Well, maybe I know.
Yeah. Comedically, he went by the name of Piglet, right? I don't know why they let him do that to him, but he got into running after a fixed fight. They told him to take a fall, he decided not to. They revoked his license whole nine. So he got into running. Fell in with this human and some poxy dandelion eating elf bitch. Anyway, the guy started running. They were doing pretty well at it, right? They were making money, sending some of it home, and we found out he got greased. Apparently some job went tits up. So, anyway, I've been jumping trains over the last year trying to get out of this end of town, and I'm trying to piece together what happened to my cousin.
Hopefully we
Remember,
find okay.
never trust an elf.
But what about
Best
that?
friends. I think you and I are gonna get along just fine.
What about the lady that was just in here? She was an elf, wasn't she?
She wasn't no fucking elf.
What?
The nose. You can always tell by the nose.
Yeah.
Your ears weren't quite long enough.
Yeah, those,
You kind of went Australian there for a second. It was so hard.
no, those ears, right, they were fake as a $3 million.
And it's the jaw. And the jaw just doesn't tuck up quite enough.
What, you mean the Adam's apple wasn't a giveaway?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Right.
Those
What's your
fragging
name?
dandelion bastards. They run everything out of this end of town anyway.
You can call me Richter.
I mean,
Richter.
I don't think that's politically
Trick.
correct to say.
no, you don't understand, man. It's,
Quite the grippy guy.
the elves out here,
Oh, sorry.
they're
It's
stuck up.
old
They got
habits.
their nose in the air all the time. They're just trying to keep the common folk like me and my friend here down, right? If it wasn't for them, we could make our way in the world. Instead, I'm stuck jumping trains trying to get justice for my cousin because no one's going to look into his murder.
Well, I hope you're able to sort your issue out.
Well, I hope so too. Hopefully, make a little bit of bank here, but able to finance a slightly more lucrative operation up to the east there in the sprawl.
What about you with the funny speech?
It's called an accent, mate.
Accent. Well,
You got the problem?
no, not at all.
Call my cousin. He's in the bushes outside.
That's it, we're shutting off the stream. Going home.
Oh god.
You hear a beep, and the troll checks his comlink.
Right. I'll see you guys at the meet.
And he gets up, and there's a bit of a horrendous squeaking sound as this big, heavy chair. Yeah. And he
void
stands
goes,
up and he starts walking away. Do you guys have anything else you wish to do, or can we just go ahead and...
Well,
Do they serve any good food in this restaurant? Like, I haven't had a decent meal for a while. If I'm outside, I might as well eat okay.
Nothing but top ramen for you.
Yeah.
Maggoty bread for 3 whole days.
I get up and go.
Yeah, you're just gone.
hey, wooden stick boy. What? What's your name?
Well, the name my parents gave me was, Will. But I wasn't born to be who I am now, so I like to call myself Hotaru.
Will. Okay, I think I got it.
Billy. Right, Robert. Got it.
First session we have trouble. That is the understatement.
Fight.
You wanna get some food here? Like I don't know what to have. I hit the thing and look at the menu.
Yeah. And there's food. It's mostly soy based. This is a
pretty shitty diner.
Is it cheap?
Ish.
What's like the average? How much do yen?
For a full meal, about $20.
Yeah, it's better than the shit I've been eating. Boop.
Yeah. And
Oh, great. In order, please. To stick shit off hours.
yeah,
Scrape,
the grill goes to life. You have yourself a nice meal.
I'm gonna take my time eating this.
Yeah. So, hour goes by, and you guys show up at the alley, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You guys know where it is. Like, you guys live here, so you're pretty well familiar with the area. And as you guys kind of see each other converging on this same spot, down the alley a little way between two buildings, there is a rather nice vehicle. It looks like an old-style BMW. And there is a short person standing at the back of it with what appears to be an electronic cigarette.
Old style BMW, as in like 2040s?
Yeah. Ish.
So almost vintage, but not quite.
Almost, yeah.
It hovers.
It's not quite an antique.
The wheels like make it fly.
Hey man, my cousin owns this shop. We could boost that car, take it to him, get some quick cash. Not the city though.
You dwarves and you're constantly stealing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I got my favorite deck stolen. Was all my nicest anime stash on it.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for, just keeping Tridio on a high-level deck like that, right? I mean, you gotta protect that shit, man.
I know. Jeez, I learned my lesson.
Especially...
Why do you think I got the sword on me now?
Right. No, I mean, if you're trying to keep, like, hot-level shit, that stuff sells for a mint on the market.
I regret it. I'm so broke right now.
Yeah.
I need this job.
I understand. I've blown through a bit of my cash too, trying to get here, having to pay off guards. Jumping trains is not safe. But wherever there's a lock, there's a way to open it. He pats the duffel that's hanging over his shoulder.
You just pick it open. Why don't you just break it off? Or you seem like kind of a strong guy.
Pulls the duffel over. He unzips the zipper, and he holds it open to you. Look inside, and you see what looks like the motor of a chainsaw.
Oh! That seems quite effective.
I like you even more.
Well, it used to say is, where's Will, it can fuck off.
Or that.
Why are you telling me to fuck
chainsaw,
off?
people can be
Where there's a
dismembered.
will.
I like it.
Is that the guy we're supposed to meet?
I think so. As I walk into the alley.
You just walk into the alley.
Hey, you're back.
It's you.
Hey muchacho.
What are you called
You
again?
Bugsy?
You just left.
I never told you.
Hey,
my
who
name.
wants to know, man?
I need to know.
I don't
name's
think you really
Richter.
need to know.
Do my
Well,
all-seeing
the Frank
goggles
wants to
tell
know
me
who
things?
Richter is.
Well. Sorry, trying to get my. It's really hard.
An accent.
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this one. Wally sent us. Wally
Hey,
sent
your
me.
friend's a trench.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you guys in this alley for like 15 minutes. What took you so long?
Sorry about that.
The big
Where
guy
did you
over
come
there,
from?
he kept talking.
Walk up to the guy. Just making sure there was no one following.
Oh, you guys being followed or not?
Is there anybody following us?
Roll me.
How does perception work in this game?
That is a great question. I have to double check.
We use eyes and
I
we
do
open.
have 2 in perception.
You have 2 in perception, so perception is an actual skill, which is great.
And I have combat sense,
Wait,
so
we have
I'm
perception.
allowed a perception roll before a surprise attack.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is not surprise. You guys are at a meet.
Yeah.
So,
Where the heck is perception?
This is surprising, man.
no,
Perception's a skill you have to choose.
Dang it!
it is.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Hang on.
Hold on.
So I haven't.
which I have a 9 on.
Penetration.
You have a 9 in perception?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Oh, I think I have.
I need a lot of I need to be able to pay attention to many things at the same time.
Yeah. Because, you know, he's busy watching anime. Anyway,
Wait,
what? So, intuition plus perception.
you can't have above a 6 in something, right?
You can when you start spending karma at the end of character creation. Right.
Intuition plus perception for.
Intuition
but
plus
these are
perception.
skills, not a.
Yeah, and you're gonna be at a -2 because you're currently enjoying your your addiction.
Is that a mental thing too?
Perception
Yes.
plus what?
So I'm at my max.
So-
Intuition.
Intuition, perception at a -2.
Still a lot of dice.
Yes, it is.
-2?
This is.
Oh, that's
well,
how many
he's
dice
at a
we roll?
-2
Because I'm watching stuff.
because he's doing all of this behind a screen of anime.
I have. God damn, just 1 success.
Okay, 3. You're pretty sure that you guys have not been followed. It doesn't appear that anyone is really like taking notice of people coming from opposite directions and sort of gravitating towards the alley.
Okay, how do ones react to that?
If you roll at least half of your dice as ones, that is a glitch.
Okay, I only had 1.
Okay, yeah, then you're fine.
So, I have a 8 in perception, and then a specialization in sight or visual.
Okay.
With that, so
So
But your mental limit is
Your specialization is a +2. So your perception plus intuition +2 for the specialization.
that's how many dice I roll.
Yeah.
And
what's your mental limit?
1.
Okay, so roll to see if you get 1 hit.
What does that mean?
You gotta roll all those dice.
Yeah.
Only one of the hits will count.
Okay, so
I mean, you got to hit.
Okay. And at least you do not have at least half the dice as ones.
correct.
Correct. Okay, then you're
I
fine.
didn't know perception was a skill.
You didn't. Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. You can try defaulting on it. So to default on a skill, and this is actually fun for you viewers at home who have no idea what we're talking about. So the way skill checks work in Shadowrun is that it is your ability score plus your skill level. That's how many dice you roll. So if you have no points in a skill at all, so like perception, you can attempt to default on the
What
skill,
counts as a hit?
which means that you
5 or
roll
6.
your what skill did I say was intuition?
Intuition.
Yeah, you would be rolling intuition
That
minus
was a
1.
5, man.
Okay.
But you only got.
So whatever your
you got
intuition
2
score
ones.
is, which is
How many
3.
did you
So roll 2 dice.
So
What is that?
11.
So
You
one
know,
success.
wouldn't it
success.
be 1 dice?
No,
6
his
of them?
intuition is a 3, so
Would've
minus
been
1 is
ones?
2.
Oh, I thought it
You
minus
would have
2.
glitched.
No, you're at a
would've
minus 2
extra
because you're
mental
distracted.
damage.
Right.
And you probably would have died.
Dang, I didn't know perception was.
Okay, so you got 1 hit.
Sounds fun.
The other die you rolled was not a 1, correct?
Right.
Okay, so you did not glitch.
Yeah.
You got 1 hit.
Yeah.
That means you succeeded
Yeah.
to some degree. As near as you can tell, you weren't followed.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we weren't followed.
So,
Yeah, we're good.
y'all here to look at the shit, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what do you got?
Awesome. Been a while since I've done business. Anybody who's a friend of Trench is a friend of Bugsy. But, as we used to say, anyone who's a friend of Trench can go fuck themselves. So, just a bit of a joke. And he reaches over to this car, and he reaches under the bumper, and you hear a click and a slight mechanical whirring sound. And then he pushes the emblem on the back of the trunk, and the lid, and you see a set of locked doors, pulls out a key, and then, and inside the trunk, you see all of this.
I'll take these.
Street lines, special.
You see a rack of guns and a whole bunch of ammunition.
Whoa. What's a street line special?
It's a light pistol.
Oh.
Yeah.
So don't have any decks, man?
I mean, I ain't got one on me.
Wait, are all these
I mean,
pistols?
I got one.
Oh yeah, they're all pistols.
But it'd be nice to have a better one.
Hang on, let me look at something really quick. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out a comlink, and you watch him start flying through a couple of programs.
Shitty katana.
Yes.
Is that what you're gonna? What I'm gonna start off with? I don't even have enough money.
Is he charging for all this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, you guys.
I'm gonna find.
If someone can spot me, like I'll make sure to.
What kind of a deck are you looking for anyway?
I mean, what can you take in for a trade on? I pull out my deck.
Yeah. What have you got?
I've got a micro deck summit, and that's like the max I can have
Right.
at this level.
I mean, for that kind of a trade, like probably knock off something for you, but might be a little banged up.
Probably not worth it. This is my baby.
I
I
mean,
put a lot of work into this. It's custom, man.
I might be able to get
My
a hold
uncle
of.
Pedro, he owns a shop. He helped me build it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a shop, hey, put it to use. I might be able to get my hands on a Microtronica and Azteca, but it'd take a little while.
So
You know, let's hold off on it.
Your call.
because I have
It's a little
I have experience acquiring goods from other places,
Firearms.
and you know, I'm used to getting cheated out of my money.
Unless you're gonna
I'm pretty proficient in bargaining.
weapons,
Okay.
So I want to
having a
try
firearm is a
to
back
lower
of
the
his
price of that
pocket.
shitty katana
Okay.
from 200 to
Somebody's like 20 feet
like at
away
least
from you.
150.
You can't just like throw your brass
Look,
knuckles
man,
at the guy.
this thing is clearly not good quality.
Actually.
I'm not
I
like
mean-
200 for that. No, I'll give you like
Sometimes when
120.
you're running away, because
Roll
it's
me
a smart
charisma
thing
plus
to do
acting.
sometimes. Having
I don't have
a
to
gun
use
on
my
your hand
knowledge because
is-
I'm using my
It's a good idea.
street knowledge.
Well,
No, you don't have to use
for
knowledge.
five.
This is just
Haven't done
straight
many
up
rounds.
bartering.
You've obviously never been shot at, brother.
So what'd you say it was again?
Oh, I've been
Charisma
shot.
and
Charisma plus acting, because that's your active
Right.
skill group.
Well,
I've got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Shitty katana.
I mean, you're right. It's kind of rusty. It might break. I do you 150.
Hey, you know, let's take a
I mean,
look at
a katana, like a proper one, in perfect working order, you're talking 1,000. I do you
Right.
150 for the piece of shit.
You drive a hard bargain. Whatever. 150.
Right. So he goes ahead and he pulls it out. Like, the track was making the place look bad anyway.
Finally! You my first real sword!
No one's ever let me have a real blade before.
When you guys can't pass me that paper so I can pass the stats.
I mean, you can look it up.
No,
He made the...
that is a reduced power katana.
Oh.
Yeah.
so does ammo cost more, like, or do you,
There is an ammo cost, but he's also going to throw in a little bit for free.
okay.
First shot's free. Second one costs a little extra.
Doesn't look like he's got any machine pistols in here. Which would be a good thing. Ooh.
Here's perfect shopping music.
This whole music is like perfect, like just
this
venue
loop
music.
really
and whatnot.
is perfect for the world and the setting. Like, this is probably my favorite thing that I've ever had. Like, literally, this makes me happy.
It's like production and stuff.
I know. It's like we planned it or something. What?
When you guys are done with it.
Ooh, wait.
Yep.
I like grab this big huge revolver. It's like the barrel's like this long on it.
Not necessarily.
I'm like,
Yeah.
brother. I mean, look at these things. It's huge. It's bigger than you are, and you're a fucking orc.
Oh, that
Yeah.
revolver's bigger than my dick.
See that motherfucker over there? He knows his shit, man.
You know, I'll just go with the Aries.
It was made by Alicia Z. Thank you, Alicia.
Yes. Alicia's loop is absolutely sick for this.
Okay. I'm telling you, man, you're missing out.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'll give you all 100 rounds for any gun you buy right now. You want more?
That's a deal.
You want more?
That's
It's
like
gonna cost you.
that's like as much as the gun.
That sounds good.
Somebody buy that motherfucking Warhawk.
Like, look around.
Look, I can't. I already spent all my money on this
I mean,
sword.
I've got a bit of cash. I might be able to pick it up.
Aye. Fine. I'll take the Warhawk.
Okay. So, all right.
What's for the rest of these mothers?
Bunch of pendejos, you know. Don't know a good gun when they see it.
At which point Crusher looks at you and is like,
I'm pretty fluent in multiple languages.
So we were saying,
And I speak
that's
a
got
Spanish and I speak a bad English. That's all I know.
I'm
that's got I
proficient.
heard use that word got thrown underneath the train about an hour later.
I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I'm pretty proficient in Japanese.
which is clearly why I was speaking Spanish.
But I have, I've studied multiple languages. Like, you need it when trying to make your blog accessible to
So how
the
much
world.
do I mark off for that Warhawk?
Let's say Warhawk.
It's like 400.
Millie.
Oh,
If only we had that kind of
the
cash.
Super
Millie.
Warhawk.
Totally.
400, yes. Oh, I see. Oh,
Okay.
oh. Lovely. Lovely. Wait a minute.
That's just like a dent in my funds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a totally different gun. Right. Labels.
In 100 rounds.
Crusher reaches into his bag and he pulls out a baton about yay big. With a push of a button, it becomes a walking stick, and he just kind of leans on it while he's watching you guys ogle guns.
Oh, man, I was hoping that would
Well, that's pretty handy.
I mean, easy for traveling with. Besides, you might be able to catch someone by surprise. Pull that thing and get into a bit of a scrap, like you're one-on-one with somebody, and then you pull out this tiny stick. Oh, it's just a tiny stick, it's no big deal. Then all of a sudden, and it goes right up the nose, right into the brain, immediately fall over dead. It's beautiful.
That's very interesting.
The Super Hawk. Where are you?
Which has already been bought.
Dang it.
Because remember, there are limited quantities of stuff.
Hey man, I'll say this gun I just found for like 700 million.
The one you just bought for 400.
Just another.
Right, and I'm guessing the ammo comes separate.
Yeah, that's like another 50 for 20 rounds.
What a deal. Are you sure you'll be needing that heavy pistol?
Can I see that real quick?
Home protection.
He's a revolver.
Issue 6.
It's literally the biggest handgun you can get.
Yeah, it is. It packs a
I've been
wallop.
writing down the wrong stats.
Exactly.
It packs a wallop, but it is 6 shots.
Yeah.
Is that the... Let's see...
It almost does as much as my other gun.
Wait a minute. Ares light fire... it's the 70. Ah, okay.
What's the reach on this sword?
The reach on the sword?
Yeah, because the knife was 0, so I'm hoping it has more reach than.
No. It is still a melee weapon, like a true melee weapon.
Oh, so it's 0.
Right. It is still 0.
Oh goddamn! This katana's worse than the knife.
I may have that wrong then. Let me double check.
Yeah, because it's like the knife is 0, 8, 6, and -3, and this is like minus, like it's 1 less than the knife and on everything.
I forgot to put the stats of the weapon down.
Well,
It does have 1 reach, yes.
Oh, okay.
What is the piece?
It also-
75 or 70?
Physical damage. It also does. No, it is the same. Okay.
Hey, is the 75 or the 70 on there for the Ares?
The 70,
The
but
70.
I'm buying it.
70? He
Yeah,
already
he's-
bought it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
No. There's more. There's multiple of those.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
So,
like check
right
the
here.
quantity.
Oh.
So,
Hello.
Yeah. First
your-
column.
damage,
Right.
6p.
Ooh, street line special. You know.
All right. So who's buying what? You've got the Super Hawk. So go ahead and
7.
cross off that quantity.
I already did.
Okay.
I'll.
AC.
Oh yeah.
ACC is 7.
So basically everything else is the same except the reach was 1.
Blank.
I'll pick up one
SA?
of the light fire
Semi-auto.
70 pistols.
Okay.
Check it and buy it from him.
All right. Go ahead and
And both
adjust the quantity
Yes,
and adjust your money.
we bought one. Right. That is 20. It
16
comes with 200 shots. It is?
100.
Oh, sorry, ammo. Sorry, that's ammo. RC is blank.
Nope.
What does the P stand for with the damage stat?
Physical.
Jesus.
So your taser does stun damage,
Yeah.
but your gun does physical.
AP's armor piercing.
Arm is getting
Yes.
worse by the second.
Armor penetration.
Armor penetration.
Because this game is all about.
So if there's a negative to armor penetration, is that good or bad?
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you'll notice.
That's why I got the Warhawk.
Yeah. If you'll notice the Flechette's armor, it has a +4 to AP, which means that it doesn't pierce armor at all.
Just so you know,
Yes.
I have 2 types of ammo for my shotgun.
Okay.
I have buckshot, which is like it registers as flechette type ammo.
Right.
And then I have slugs,
Okay.
which is like normal.
A big old.
Yeah, it's just
Yes. That's when you want to leave a hole the size of a grapefruit in somebody.
Yep.
So that would have piercing, maybe. I don't know.
Yes,
Yes.
that one does.
Yes.
Flechette doesn't.
Yeah. Flechette is not armor piercing at all.
My arm is hurting.
What did you do to it?
I pulled it or tore a muscle.
You tore that muscle.
I either pulled or tore a muscle.
Did you do that while we were playing Mario Party?
No, it was like
Okay, I was about to say you might have been a
Was
little
that production?
over-aggressive there.
no.
During
Huh?
production?
I don't know when it happened. I think it was while I was running Jib.
Right.
But I'm not
Hey
sure.
man, does anybody have a car? Or are we just like hoofing it on foot everywhere?
I mean, I've got a bike.
I am a lone Ronin. I walk everywhere.
Shut up.
Anywhere I gotta go, I just jump a train.
Do you have?
All right, Phil.
Can my bike seat somebody else as well, or?
No, it is a one-seater.
Okay.
You could probably find someone to sell you a sidecar, though.
I hold up the pistol. You have licenses for these.
I mean, we can get you licenses.
Do you have
It
one?
might take a day or two to deliver, but
How much does that cost?
how good a one do you want?
One
Which, by the way, because Trench sent you, he kind of told me what was up. You guys all get a free, ID. Because, you're Shadowrunners now. You gotta be able to introduce yourself.
Have those on you.
Well, no, we get them custom ordered. We got a guy who lives up on Mount Rainier. He got a printer up there. He prints them out. We bring them down to you. It's all good. So, just tell me what you want them made out as, and I get that for you.
When can we expect them?
Depends on how.
Are these like fake IDs?
I mean, kinda, yeah. They're
Was like,
okay. So, Trench, right? Great guy. His name is not Trench. He goes by Trench.
I figured that.
Right. No one knows what his real name is. Because he doesn't want to get geeked by some fool who decides, you hired somebody to kill my dad, so boom, boom, None of that. So, you got your name, right? But, you want a name that can live on in the shadows. Like, the part of being a Shadowrunner is that there's you, and then there's you.
This is the guy that you want to be presenting to the world.
Oh, so we're using our secret names.
I mean, most people would call it a street name, but sure.
I just opened up my phone, and this is the first thing that I saw as you said we're using our secret names.
At least it wasn't Spider-Man.
And the troll steps forward. He's like, "Robot Crusher. That's easy. I can do that. Anybody else?"
Richter. Like what they measure earthquakes with, you know? The Richter scale.
I mean, it takes all kinds.
I mean a Richter scale.
No, it's a Richter.
Wait, a rectum scale.
Never mind.
Right. All right.
I'll take an ID as well.
All right.
Put
What
it
do you want?
put it under nobody.
Mr. Nobody.
Odd, but
Mrs.
we can make that happen.
It's a woman.
Oh.
I'd like for you to remember that.
Now,
Miss.
I'll warn
Sorry.
you now. The ideas you're getting, they're not the greatest, right? Just make sure that whoever's looking at them doesn't look at them too closely. Because if they start like digging into the numbers and whatnot, they're going to be, hey, these ain't real, and then you won't be in trouble with Knights Errant. I don't want that to happen to any of you. I'm just warning you now.
Got it. Keep them secret. Don't let anyone see him.
I mean, you can show them, but be like, hey, there's my ID, and then put it away immediately.
I'll go with Stein.
Okay, I can do that.
00 Stein.
So, Stein,
R.L.
Nobody.
Stein.
What?
You should call
R.L.
me
Stein.
Ducks.
Ducks. I like it. It's simple.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Right.
Who that is?
I'll do my best
I was
to get
thinking
it to you by
Steins
the end
Gate.
of the day. There'll probably be a drone delivery. Yeah. It'll get to you.
For my own good.
Well,
so
no, I'm
that's
too
gone,
young.
that's gone. Okay.
Shinja doesn't know who R.L. Stein is.
Yes.
It
'cause remember,
sounds familiar.
we're old.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I apologize.
I'll look it up now.
No, it's okay.
No, look it up. Everyone can see it together.
You bought the shitty katana,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh. That face looks familiar.
Guys, stop looking at porn.
Did he make that one movie, The Shining?
No.
No.
That's Stephen King.
That's the book, The Shining.
No, he wrote all the Goosebumps books.
Oh, yeah, I do know who R.L. Stein is.
Obviously not.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally know who he is.
He had that movie.
Z's
Yeah,
and
Z,
Goosebumps.
thank you, Z.
Yeah.
God. No, I'm thinking nobody from the Ninja
If
Turtles.
it makes you
from
feel any
2002.
better, I don't.
What about Splinter?
He's a rat.
He's Uncle Phil.
Not
No,
racist.
wait, that's Shredder.
And you're an elf. Wannabe. Which is just as close to a rat as you can get.
Wasn't my choice.
Why do you
You-
dislike
You
elves so
chose
much?
to look like an elf.
Wasn't my idea. I'll put it that way.
Why do you dislike elves so much? There's nothing wrong with them.
Because they smell bad.
He's just
They
racist.
look bad.
How hard is that to see?
They're all prissy in their high society. Oh, look, I'm an elf. Oh, I like to do fancy things and make everybody else feel shitty about their life.
I just like how you're slowly but surely sliding strong bad here.
By the end, you'll unboxing the last
I think you need this keyboard more than I do.
Armstead, I didn't know you were shitty.
I am the Decker. Okay, I do play on the computer the entire time.
Yes, he does.
Stanley Kubrick did
Jiggy
this.
jiggy my email.
Yeah, I know now.
Yeah, well, Stanley Kubrick directed it, but he's not the writer of The Shining. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
that was Stephen King. Old person facts.
The sign of the old man.
Why do we have you on here? We need younger
So-
people.
We
You
need to reach
guys
younger audiences.
watch
I'm for
as,
the niche audience.
Crusher steps up and he whispers something to the dude, and you watch his eyes get big. He's like, "Alright, man, if you want." And he pulls out Cred Stick and sticks it into the guy's comm link, and you hear a doo-doo.
He reaches in. He pulls out the assault rifle. Pulls out a pistol and a concealed holster. And pulls out 2 pieces of laminated plastic and sticks them into his jacket pocket. Right. Anything else, then?
Oh,
Was
man.
holsters on the list?
Oh,
Yeah, concealed
so
holster.
like,
Was there?
Yeah.
I could pick up one of those. I didn't see that on the list.
do you
Concealed
know what
holster,
the mission is yet?
150.
I'll do it.
Nobody tell us anything yet. But you know what we're supposed to be doing, man?
What, you guys working for Trench?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I've got an idea, but he's probably going to get in touch with you pretty soon. I gotta get your IDs to you, but then, we'll deal with that when it comes to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody wanting any fake licenses? Because, I kind of do these in a batch order.
I mean,
If you cover me, okay, I'm kind of broke. My blogs haven't been getting as many hits recently. Haven't been getting that ad revenue from Giggle.
I could use one, but it's gonna be like really hard to get.
Alright, how are we talking here?
Hello, Giggle.
Like,
Okay, Giggle.
like an 18 availability.
Oh, you're talking about top of the line shit.
Yeah, man.
Man, that
So
Drek
I
is
got-
gonna run you a pretty penny.
I got this sawed-off shotgun, muchacho.
And you kind of start to pull it out. He's just,
I'm not carrying it with me at the moment.
Alright, you show that Drek to no one.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
I ain't stupid.
I can try and get it for you. We're probably talking in the thousands here.
All right.
It may take up a week to get it.
And I got like 2,700 on me.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it.
Oh man.
Just the administrative costs alone would take that.
Aye. Okay. Hey, you know,
Bureaucracy, man.
once we get a little bit more cash flowing, we'll talk.
Alright,
Is it the license per specific gun or
Yes.
per gun type?
it is a license per item.
Boy,
Yeah!
what's the license cost for a small pistol?
Depends on how illegal the weapon is.
It's I mean,
Did you get the
it's the
75?
It's the one I just got, the 70. Yeah, light fire 70.
70.
That's rarity 6, or rarity 3, so that's
Yeah.
600.
Where are the licenses?
They have DMV taking forever.
Yeah,
Usual.
I know, right? I mean, shit. You would expect that these people would have memorized this stuff by now.
You think it'd all be automated by now? That's
Yeah,
why.
it's what's the rarity on it? Sorry,
It was a rarity 3.
rarity
Pistol.
3. So you need a 3 rating fake license,
For which weapon?
which means it is a 9 availability, which is going to run you about 600
Oh, is it times 3?
for the availability. So, I mean, we can get it for you. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Longer than the rest of the license.
No,
Our licenses.
I mean it'll take longer than your fake IDs, but that's because your fake IDs, like I say, they're not anything particularly special.
If you can get one for me, I'd appreciate it.
I'll do what I can for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll have one as well for the pistol.
All right. I'll talk to my guy. We'll get it figured out for you.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. Anyway, pleasure doing business with you. If you need me, just talk to Trench. He'll get in touch with me. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
He kind of kicks the bumper, and you watch as the whole thing, and the lid, and it closes on its own. He jumps in the car and starts driving away. Ding! Oh God, not again. Right, I'm off. I'll see you guys later.
See you.
See ya.
So, hey, Missy, do you have a name?
Yes.
He's nobody. Angel here, man?
That's
We all
her name?
we all just gave out names. What more do you need to know?
Oh, fine. If you don't
Alright.
want to
I'm going
give
home.
your name, that's fine.
I'll see you all later.
Right. Goodbye then. Well, if everyone's leaving, I'm going home too.
Speed off on the bike.
Yeah. So you jump on your motorcycle. You're gone.
I take my long walk home.
Yes. You take your long walk home. Go ahead and make me a perception check at -2.
Yeah.
So,
Just turn down your volume, God.
intuition plus perception -2.
3.
Shinja's character is actually on a lone Shadowrun.
Here's the thing, if you crit glitches.
I have. I'm so bad at this. 1 success.
One success. Yeah, you almost do walk into traffic, and again, somebody barely saves you in the nick of time. Just, like,
I should find better times to do this. Well, whatever.
but you do manage to make your way home. Later that evening, all of you get a message from Trench. It says, okay, we found the guy, and there is an attachment. You guys open the attachment, and in the video, you see Trench sitting in what appears to be a plane room.
Right. Well, your first gig is going to be an easy one.
And up on the screen, there pops a picture of a human with what appears to be really shittily done elven ears. Like, this is someone who is trying desperately to look like an elf. And they're doing...
You.
They're doing
We're not in the same place right now.
this man is doing a worse job than Aurora is.
Mine was a decent job.
Yeah. And you hear Trench tell you,
This man is going by the alias of Crazy Ivan, formerly of the Russian mob. He's been moving drugs in from the coast, underneath the nose of both the Yakuza and the Russian mob.
Wait, is he talking to all of us right now, or?
this is the video and the
Oh,
message that
okay.
you just got.
Gotcha.
We know he's got some sort of flop house on the east side, but we don't know where. We gotta find him, we gotta kill him. If we find any information on his network, that'd be helpful, but I really don't care. He just needs to be disappeared. You know who you're after, go get him.
And as all of you finish watching the video, a message pops up, also from Trench, because apparently he's got raid receipts turned on, that says, get your team before you go.
Right.
So, that is the meat. What would you guys like to do in terms of planning this run out?
Do I have any way to contact these guys?
Yes.
Okay.
The con link.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because when you guys kind of become a team, you kind of swap your contact info, because, you know, you're not stupid.
even though we didn't think of that.
Even though you didn't think of that. You're not
Okay.
stupid.
But obviously, when he was past his comm link, we all shared.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know.
And the fact that you guys are all...
Which makes the
Okay, here, I'll put it this way. The message that you guys got was in a shared Slack channel.
Yeah.
So,
So like we all saw that. We saw.
yeah,
it.
you
It's
guys
a
all
group
saw,
text.
saw it.
which makes what you're saying funnier about I don't even know your all's names.
Yeah. No. Now I do know. Code name.
Oh, that's who they are. Oh, yeah.
Aurora.
You're like, which one's which?
It's like none of them would tell me their goddamn names.
Martine?
I'm trying to remember everybody's characters.
Drag.
Martine,
Aurora.
Drag, Aurora,
Hotaru.
Hotaru.
Will.
Also known as Will.
Will Johnson.
Willy boy.
Will Smith.
I will continue to say like it's Hotaru. Hotaru.
You don't even.
Where did you get your fake ID?
Stein. Yeah. So I go by Will Stein or Hotaru.
Alright.
You should do it. You don't even have a proper accent. It's Hotaru.
Did you?
Oh, it's
you
Stein
gave me
spelled
your-
S-T-E-I-N.
S-T-E-I-N?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the perfect timeline.
Yeah.
So, and in the shared Slack channel, you guys see a message from Crusher that says, "Sounds like fun."
I'll type in, I guess.
Yes, on your comm link.
Is his first name Wesley?
When do you want to meet?
I do voice text because I'm part of the future.
Yes.
Well, the fact is, this is in my image link, so I guess I'm probably doing that.
Yeah, so he's watching all of the messages in real time scroll past.
Oh yeah, I am too. Because
Yeah.
I got my goggles on.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here on my deck,
Mhm.
like displaying, and I got my AR gloves.
Yeah. So you've got it all projected into AR as you're kind of going back and forth and looking at all of this
I'm
stuff.
basically Tony Stark right now.
Yes, you are.
Switch.
I have one of these in the chat. In the group chat.
Alright.
While he's doing that fancy stuff, it's like shifts over to Dreg, just trying to figure out how the comm link works.
Yeah. You get it to turn on, and you see that you have a whole bunch of messages, and one of them just starts playing.
Does he
You
have
see the
reading glasses
video.
on too?
Yeah.
Single monochrome.
No. Where's the backspace?
Where's the whiteout button? Gotta white that.
Unlike Wolfkin, Dreg is horrible
It's
at
for the
typing.
job. It's for the job.
So, as we enter the legwork phase, what would you guys like to do?
Okay, we know who the guy is, right?
Yes. You know the Crazy Ivan, you have a picture and a description.
And we gotta find him.
We have a
You
location.
say,
Somewhere on the east side.
that Crazy Ivan,
I'd like to phone a
he
friend.
works with the Japanese Yakuza.
He's been sneaking drugs in underneath the nose of the Yakuza.
I wanna talk to Miyazaki.
Okay.
And I would be like,
Alright.
yo, what you know about this man?
So, you put in a phone call, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you hear a voice.
Hello.
Konnichiwa, Ivan-san. It's me.
Oh God, it is you.
Oh jeez.
Well, I can't share much details right now, but
You never can.
well, I mean, you've done me very well in
This is
finding all
this is straight up FaceTime, by the way.
Yeah. You've done me very well, like finding me all the things I need. And I show him the body pillow he delivered a while ago. Like, look, it's in mint condition.
I thought we agreed to never discuss this again.
Yeah, sorry. Do you know someone by the name of Crazy Ivan?
I have heard this name before.
Are you okay? You're like a little twitchy.
Never better.
Can you tell me anything about Crazy Ivan? Have
What?
you like crossed paths with him?
1 minute.
And you watch as the eyelids begin fluttering. And
Never gets old.
This is like the Chinese version of Marty.
there's a reason too. You watch.
There is nothing in my servers under that name.
Good to know. I'll contact you again about
know what
the
I'm
next season of Boku no Hero.
Why do you contact me about this man?
I just heard some people talking about him. But yeah, don't worry about it.
My files are out of date.
Is there a way to update them?
Not without rejoining the Yakuza.
Yeah, probably not the best idea. I guess it was hard to reprogram you after that, after leaving.
I am still working out the bugs.
I can see that. Alright, well, sayonara, Miyazaki-san.
The next shipment will be in 2 weeks.
As scheduled. I can always count on you. And I hang up.
Goodbye.
God, it's so awkward.
You didn't realize that was gonna happen, did you?
I didn't think it was gonna be a robot or a cyborg or whatever.
You give me a name like that, I'm gonna run with it.
There's numbers at the end of his name, of course.
Yeah, he's Miyazaki 425. Damn it, I forgot.
492, man, 492.
Oh, jeez.
So that's Miyazaki 492.
Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know what else to do.
I type in the chat. Anyone have experience in that part of town?
You get a surly message back. Not from here.
Anyone else have experience?
I don't have experience, but I can see what I can find.
You have a brother that lives up there?
I have like a couple cousins, but
There's a
you
lot
don't
of
want to
us.
talk to them. They're more in the automotive business than the drug running, man. They don't know much. I'm just trying to look up my programs real quick.
Yes.
You tell me they never sneak drugs in cars?
Not my
Oh,
cousins.
they already sneak drugs in the cars.
My cousins sneak cars, not drugs.
But do some of them have drugs in
That was
them?
almost Russian.
I'd like to try and contact the former trainer.
Okay. You look at the comm link.
How's this work again?
Turn to your rotary phone.
Right.
Flip phone break.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me
Throw it in a file.
intuition and logic.
Supposedly, Apple's trying to go back to flip phones.
Okay, so I have a 1 and a 4.
They were never in.
1 and a 4.
Well, I mean, like, and as in
You
like the progression of
think-
technology.
And the entire thing turns off.
Hey, I bring
No.
it over to
Yeah.
Martin. Is that what's supposed to happen when I try and call someone?
And it turns on.
Oh, wait, what?
Hey man, who are you trying to call? Ghostbusters? Sorry, that's like 80 years in the past. I'm sorry, man, but I couldn't help it.
Gosh. Well, I kind of do remember them, but
Who are you trying to call, man?
well, let me see the.
No, just tell me who you're trying to call.
It's kind of personal. Let me just
You
try.
press down right here to cycle through the people that you know. Okay, go a little faster because it'll take you like 10 decades to get through there.
10 minutes later.
10
You can
minutes
hold it
later.
and it'll go even faster, you know?
Oh, look at it. Look.
Oh no, he went, I think he went past. Wait.
Hey, well, I mean, go up a little bit. I find.
Yeah, you find the number and you give him a call. And. Yes.
Hey, Blast. How you been, man?
Been better. Trying to keep my head down.
Yeah, this won't be long. So I got into a little bit of a job here, and trying to find a little bit of information on a man called Crazy Ivan. You seem familiar to you?
Yeah, I've heard that name before. Used to get sedatives from him back in the day. Went underground, he started moving hard stuff.
You know, any place he might be?
Well, if he's got any brains at all, he got out of town trying to hide from the Russians.
I see.
If he's as dumb as I thought he is, he's trying to hole up somewhere and keep the dream alive.
You know any places he might frequent?
I mean, there are a couple dive bars around there that might be convenient for moving product. That might be your best bet, but I don't deal with that kind of stuff no more.
Right. Well,
I mean, ever since that one kid died, we're trying to stay above board. Stay clear of the mob, stay clear of the racket.
yeah,
It's the fighting game.
I hear that. Well, thank you. That's helpful.
Take care of yourself, man. Don't get geeked out there.
I'll do my best. I'm kind of getting old, but I still think I'm sharp. So
Just remember, keep your left up, right to the jaw.
right. Well, you have a good one.
So I type in the group chat. If my contacts couldn't help me, and I put this emoji next to it.
Okay.
I'm like looking through the
Alright.
And sorry if I'm still quiet. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Project.
I throw up my encryption program,
Yes.
and it just gives me a +1 bonus to my firewall.
Okay.
So, and then I start searching the web for this guy.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Let's figure out if I can do something useful.
All right. Roll me intuition and computer.
Okay. So I'm at 9, but my mental is at 7. So does that mean I still roll 9?
You roll 9 dice.
But I can only count up to 7.
You can only have up to 7 hits.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
5 hits. Wow. Going through the legal sites and kind of staying in the surface level of the Matrix as you're just pouring through files, you find a whole bunch of references to the Red Dragon. And it seems to be referencing some sort of new exotic synthetic drug. For people who are hooked on, like, the SimSense and on the BTL chips, they're kind of turning to this because it is somehow more intense. Like, it's supposed to amplify their experience when they're engaging in this kind of mental fuckery on the Matrix.
Man, this guy's like destroying children's lives. I don't like this man.
Yeah, and
Say no to drugs.
there's a lot of references to Knights Errant and Lone Star both trying to find where this drug is coming from, and while they've isolated it to the Pacific Northwest, they don't know exactly where, but just kind of putting 2 and 2 together, you can sort of figure out this is probably having to do with your guy.
Okay. And that was just looking for...
That's just going through the legal stuff. If you want to try hacking, that's another story.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where are you going to be looking? Any ideas?
I'm going to see if I can't check black market. Why not?
Okay. So you're going to be hunting for black market. So go ahead and roll me hacking and logic.
I need one more.
Nah. The things that happen when you're a hacker.
Yes.
Rolling 40d6.
A lot of d6.
That was close. That's 3.
3 hits.
3 hits.
As you kind of start digging through some of the black market stuff, you're hearing a lot of chatter and a lot of crosstalk. Most of the guys who are the well-known dealers are trying to figure out where some new product that has shown up is coming from. They're trying to figure out where they can get their hands on it, who's making it, all of that kind of stuff. Like, both the Russian mob and the Yakuza have no idea where this product has come from. It seems like it's just kind of washed up under everybody's nose. But as you're kind of looking through there seems to be a lot of references being made to a specific dive bar on the east side of town.
Is there a name?
There is a name. That name is the Black Hole.
My favorite kind of hole.
Yeah.
That's racist.
How is that racist if it's my favorite?
No.
You have to insult everyone.
Did you not see the video of the guy who, like,
No,
he wanted... There was a politician who was demanding someone say, or apologize for saying black hole.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then instead of admitting that he was wrong, he doubled down on his logic on another thing.
Because that's what humans do.
So,
The Black Hole Bar is a dive bar on the east side of town. It is rather large, but it is also very, very seedy. It's kind of a trafficking haven for all sorts of things underground.
Mm-hmm.
As you're kind of pouring through, you get a message. So, you found anything yet?
Muchachos, I think I found something. I'll get back to you in a minute. Let me make sure that I'm still safe, okay?
Thumbs up emoji.
Do I find anything else?
Not anything specific. That's most of what you found is just references to this one bar that it seems to be kind of a haven for a new product that no one can quite place.
Okay, so I start backing out, cover my tracks, make sure nobody's following me.
Yeah, you're scrubbing your tracks.
Yeah.
You guys get a message. Call my black market guy. Says that he hasn't heard of this stuff. Doesn't make, I mean, it makes sense. He's not from around here.
Alright,
But we are probably going to need at least something if we're hoping for an introduction.
Alright, so once I've kind of backed out of everything,
Yeah.
make sure that I'm not being traced or anything, I jump in the chat.
Alright, friends. So I found something. Might be elite, it might not. But there's this seedy dive bar out on the east side of town, right? It's called the Black Hole. Apparently something might have been running through there. Some drugs. Specifically, the stuff that's been kind of really big these days is something called the Red Dragon. Okay? So keep that in mind.
Well, that kind of lines up with what my contact told me, so that'd be a good lead as any, I suppose.
Sounds good. So,
Should we all head there?
should we send the woman down there?
Why the lady?
Because she's the pretty one. Sorry, muchacho. You're kind of ugly.
She's kind of sneaky too. She can kinda...
Oh, so now you think I'm pretty.
Look, I'm a dwarf. Okay? There's nothing pretty about this. I got the big nose, I'm short, I'm kind of thick.
I know the beard and the messy hair.
I don't even have a beard, man.
But
Alright,
I'm talking about myself.
The black hole.
on the way.
I guess he's
Gonna
going.
meet you there.
I think I'll go just in case things go sour as well.
I think we should probably all just make our way down there. Okay?
I agree, S.A.
I will murder you. Got you, muchacho.
Well, boys.
Terrified emoji.
Well, boys, let's keep it subtle in the chat.
Richter has left the chat.
It's like, Victor, we all know you can't leave the chat.
If anyone can, I can.
He can.
I have a bit of hacking skills. You know?
Trying to find out how to close the chat.
I probably could.
I just keep seeing A or B constantly. B, 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 B.
Alright, so you start making your way over to the black hole. And
I typed it off. It's still not working.
You turn the corner
leave it on,
as
man.
you're walking up on this place,
Call you.
and
Alright,
across the street from this bar, you see a little girl, probably about 9 years old, has somewhat pointy ears, a couple of starling and black bear feathers in her hair. She's just sitting there on the stoop of a abandoned shop front, just looking at the bar.
Do the black feathers kind of resemble a certain caste of elves? Or?
No, not really. You know that for elven culture, especially in this time period, they are very big about their connection to nature. And so seeing someone with feathers in their hair is not necessarily the most out of the ordinary thing in the world.
Am I the first one there, or is there already a group of us?
You're the first one there, as near as you can tell.
Alright, so I see the young girl in the bar?
No, she's sitting on the stoop in an abandoned shop front across the street from the bar.
Ah, okay.
Just kind of sitting there staring at it.
I slowly walk up to her, go to one knee. I just,
What do you want?
where are your parents?
Dead.
You too, huh? I sit down on the floor next to her.
Yeah.
What are you doing here standing at the bar? Or what are you doing here just staring?
Waiting for a friend of mine.
Young friend?
Oh, I mean, he's older than I am.
Much older?
Old enough,
Guardian?
I guess.
What are you guys waiting for? What is he here for? Food, I'm guessing.
I don't know where he is. He just told me to meet him here.
Well, I get up. Be safe, young one.
I mean, I'm trying.
Aren't we all? And I walk into a dark alley to kind of disappear.
Okay, so you step into an alley next to the bar itself, and you're going to try and be sneaky. So go ahead and roll me agility plus sneaking.
Oh, no, stop. Sound like Stitch.
Agility plus 4.
Yes, look at all those things.
My voice has got
Yes.
hoarse.
Yes,
Welcome to Shadowrun.
There has to be a few hits in there.
That's not even right.
That's not-
I need one more.
oh my god.
1 second. 1 second, my friend. Mwah. Please work.
He blushes and laughs.
Gosh, are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 goods. Yeah, 4 successes.
4 successes, and you didn't glitch.
I mean,
2 1s.
I have 2 1s, but
Yeah,
I need more
no, that's-
1s than half of that.
Yeah, you need at least half of your dice have to be 1s to glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel incredibly sneaky. Like, you feel like no one's watching you. You can probably get away with murder right now.
Probably doesn't even matter right now, but with the type of clothing I have,
Yes,
the camo-ish.
the electrochromic.
Yeah, I do it to a dark color to kind of
Okay.
blend it more.
Okay, so you kind of dark color clothing. It takes a little while, but it
Yeah.
and it shifts color. So what are you doing?
Keeping an eye out for her brother, and for any of the other party members.
Okay.
Seeing if anyone enters and exits the bar.
Okay. You do see someone exiting the bar. Where you're like, and they walk off down the street.
Who are they doing that to?
Nobody in particular.
Okay.
They just walked out the front door and they're gesturing wildly at somebody that he can't see because he's still in a dark alley.
You know, world of people that just say.
A world of beakers.
Exactly. Should do Shadowrun the Muppet edition. We all look for buried treasure.
Kermit the Frog here.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Super hacker, Kermit the Frog.
So we tell him again.
That's the only thing I can do in his voice, though. So.
You're like the Pokemon version. You can only say your name.
Kermit, Kermit, Kermit,
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit, Kermit.
Kermit.
Which is...
Oh, Kermit. It was like the worst Miss Piggy ever. Roll them dice. Yep. What are you rolling for? I'm scared.
Our death.
We're all gonna die.
No, you guys aren't here yet.
You're gonna die. I don't care.
I know.
You're an elf poser.
As you're there, keeping an eye out, suddenly you see a familiar-looking troll walk out of the bar, kind of feeling his head. Right. And he turns and starts walking down the street with a bit of a wave to the little girl.
Familiar looking.
Familiar-looking troll.
See,
Massive face tats.
He's not a familiar, but
A familiar-looking
you
troll.
recognize him.
is this Crazy Ivan?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Crazy Ivan is a human elf poser.
Oh, this is our party member troll.
As you're sitting there, your comlink goes ding, and there's a message. Didn't find him at the bar.
Did you kill anyone?
You just get a series of periods.
Did you ask any questions? ...
I was supposed to? Question mark.
What the heck did you take in there?
What did you do? Question mark.
You look quite hot and bothered.
Alright, where are you?
If I told you now, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Alright,
Asked about drugs. Got laughed at. Tried to find Ivan. Not there.
Any ideas on where to go next?
I think these two are flirting.
Are we even there yet?
I've seen this in the group you guys are coming around the corner, and you see Crusher walking down the street, kind of feeling his head like, oh god. And yeah, so he's just kind of walking and like feeling his forehead.
Hey, what's going on?
Did you just drink yourself to, like, hell or something? Like, what's wrong with you?
No, magic. It weighs on you.
Oh, you were using magic?
Well, we gotta try and find this guy, right?
Yeah.
He's not in there. I know that much. Where he is, I don't know.
But there might be a clue in there as to where he might be.
I mean, we can look, but like I say, he's not there.
I think we should take another look in there.
Hey, amigo. I think, they recognize you now, so I think you should probably, like, stay outside for a minute. We'll go in and we talk to them. Oh, I mean, somebody can talk to them. I could try to talk to them. I'm not the greatest at talking to people.
I can talk to him.
You're not there.
And he pulls out his comlink.
Alright, if you want to go in and ask some questions, I'll stay outside.
Puts his comlink away.
Vámonos!
As they walk by the alley to get to the bar,
Yeah.
I'll walk behind them.
Okay. You turn around and walk behind him. You notice that the little girl is no longer there. And instead, where she was, you now see Crusher sitting on the stoop of the same abandoned shop. As you guys start to walk in.
Damn.
That looks rough.
Oh look, I'm a sneaky elf. I come out of the alleyway.
You guys enter the black hole bar.
Fucking elf.
As you guys step in,
It says wannabe.
there is actually a decent-sized dance floor that currently has tables on it. There are chairs that appear to have been scattered, and there's kind of just a quiet aura right now. Like there had been a party that suddenly stopped, and people are kind of slowly starting to get back to what they were doing. Like there has been a disturbance in the black hole recently.
I just kind of walk in.
Does anything look like it's been wrecked or?
No, it doesn't look like it's been wrecked. It just looks like it has been. The atmosphere was seriously disturbed.
He's been working hard. More afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, Vato, what did you do in here, man?
Ask questions, cast a spell. It got awkward.
I can tell.
I walk up to the bartender
Still.
and lift my goggles up. It's like, konnichiwa, bartender son. What is the atmosphere in here? It's a little weird. Oh, my goggles again.
Just no mojo.
Yeah, some crazy troll came in here asking for some guy I've never heard of before, and then he put his hands on the side of his head and he started doing this weird routine, and a whole bunch of people just put him right off their liquor. Like you thought they were bad enough for getting drunk, and then all of a sudden they have to see that shit.
So odd. Why would they just come in here and start doing that?
Trolls.
What kind of asshole would come in and ruin the good party?
You have your like chat open.
I'm not stupid.
Did he like summon some kind of ghost thing?
I don't know. Do I look like I know a damn thing about magic?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but
There's even a sign on the door. Says no magic.
well, maybe you need to make it more apparent.
Trekkie magic users, they think that
Bye,
world.
Paula. Night, Paula. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Is there like a place where like music is being?
Yeah, there is a bit of a jukebox in the corner.
Okay, I hack it.
Okay, roll me logic plus hacking.
That is 7.
Yeah, you hack that thing. You hack it so good. Oh my god.
Cassette tapes are flying out.
And I play some bumpin' tunes.
Okay.
Because
Surprisingly, buried in the data stack, you find the Bee Gees.
Okay, not that bumpin'.
We want subtle bumps.
Okay, more subtle bumps.
We want lumps.
we want club style bumpin'. So
Okay.
we're thinking, a little bit of retro,
Right.
like 2040s
Right.
techno groove.
Okay.
Like
We want that
Eurasia
keyboard
pop.
that you hold
Okay.
like an electric guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like
With
this.
a little bit of sitar in there.
Of course.
Just a lot of synth in general.
Right,
Just-
right. If it starts with an S, it's probably on this
It's
track.
in there.
Yeah.
Drums that light up when you're playing them.
Oh yeah, totally. This is the spiritual successor to the Blue Man Group at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do this as like sneakily as I can.
Right.
Obviously.
Just
Well, I
kind of
mean,
like point at it.
You're just tapping away on a computer screen, and all of a sudden,
I look around like, what's going on?
yeah, and the music just changes. All right,
Yeah.
this I can deal with.
Start messing with the lights.
Right.
Like,
Is this what the
Laser
cool
light
kids are
show.
listening to these days?
This is what the cool kids
All right.
listened to like 40 years ago.
What can I get for you guys?
What
I'll
do
just
you got?
have water for now.
There's orange water.
What do you got?
Fucking pussy. I want the fucking whiskey, man.
Do you want a large or a not so large?
Oh. Yeah, let's go with a large.
Right.
How big's a large? I'm kinda small.
There's a glass.
You, sir, drive a hard bargain.
It's basically half a bottle at this point.
How much do I owe you?
50.
He's done.
I'll take what he's having.
You guys have gone through an entire bottle of whiskey for these two.
I wish I had that much money. Used to be, you know. I hear back in like the turn of the century, this stuff used to be like 60 to 80 proof. And this stuff's like weak. It's like 15 proof.
Well, yeah, this definitely doesn't help me forget the pain.
Takes like 3 bottles to get the 4th drunk.
Used to take only 2.
Used to take like 2.5.
But now it's 3.
So, you guys are in this bar, these two are getting pissed.
I just want to take a look around and see if anyone looks like they stand out of place, like extra so, or like.
Sure, roll me a perception test. So,
No, -2 this time? Or we're
not
still watching?
-2 because you
It's
took
not a
glasses
check.
off.
Yeah.
It's a test.
It is a test.
This is only a test.
It's a test because it's a lot harder.
Oh, dear God.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
Ah!
And you died. Your eyes are my seeking.
Oh, blessed be. 1, 2,
Oh, man.
3,
It's a hard
4.
game. I hate
hits.
6s now.
4 hits. You take a sharp look around the bar. There's a lot of sketchy people in here. This is kind of a haven for sketchy people. You do see one particular orc in the back corner, and he's doing one of these things where, like, you know, the bench comes together at a right angle, and his butt's over here, and his foot is over here, and he's just kind of lounging. And he has all of the telltale signs. If you know anything about the underground, and you've watched enough anime to know about the underground, that guy is a dealer.
I go over to the lady because I know she's more nimble than I am.
Nimble.
17.
You see that guy over there in the corner?
I'll take a peek.
Yep, you see him. He's not trying to be hiding.
Sure.
I think he's a drug dealer.
What makes you think that?
Just look at the way he's sitting. Every drug dealer sits like that. Like every big shot drug dealer.
Can I hear all this?
Oh yeah.
I mean, like every other man in the bar.
No. Like, just pay attention. You see the angle his leg is at? Like, that is like necessary.
The angle his other leg is at.
Yeah.
And the bit in the middle.
And like, look,
Do you
look,
see the
like
angle of the dangle?
the way his arm is resting and everything. Like, dude, he's enjoying life so much because he's obviously like rolling in that cash.
Oh man, it's, you know, now that I look at it, you see the bulge? You see all 3 bulges?
Put my goggles on and I use my what is it? Vision magnification.
For you guys who are watching, the goggles come down, and then all of a sudden, the lenses are just filled with gigantic eyeballs. so it's just like the goggles come down, and then all of a sudden, boink! I mean, we're talking straight up Looney Tunes at this point. Just eyes.
You see the bulge?
Oh.
Zoom out.
It's like, oh, that's
I'm
obviously
about
not
to lose my lunch.
that's not a natural bulge. Obviously.
Look again. I think you're right.
What is
That's
he,
probably
what is he
the
looking at?
I think the chick's making the dude
You
look
know,
at the
you seem
guy's
to know more about
penis.
this than I do. You go talk to him. I'll
Is
meet
that,
you
is that how they
But I'm
get
not good at
information these
talking
days?
to people
No.
in real
I
life.
think
Like,
is what they call trolling, which is funny because it's
Listen.
a troll.
Just see him as a very, very
What?
sexy anime girl
Calm down
with a very manly voice.
put the
There,
goggles
drink some
on,
more.
and I put on
You know?
some, like,
If we need
slightly
to get information
opaque,
out of that man,
Pink filter.
like,
couple of skills that might be
anime looking, you know, everything.
have
Like,
flower petals.
opaque enough that they can't
Now
see it on the
it's
other
best that
end,
we just
but
do
enough that,
some
like,
Okay, you're trying to screen your eyes with Sailor Moon.
yeah.
Okay,
just let me know. when to
go
play
ahead and
the
roll me
same
Charisma plus Con, which is one of your acting skill groups.
Plus con.
Yeah, it's part of the acting skill group.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so Charisma plus acting.
Nice!
These sixes everywhere. No.
Those are sixes.
So many sixes.
Are there any other
That one's cacked.
What?
That's
Are there any
cacked.
other
It's,
deckers?
it's fine. There's
Deckers?
2 successes.
Yeah. Like just people
You
kind of
can't-
off in their corner, kind of.
Oh,
Surf
you're
in the
looking
Matrix.
for somebody who has the signs. There is one dude in the far corner who is doing a lot of this, but he doesn't seem to have any gear on him. And there is someone in the opposite corner with what appears to be a deck. And I mean, if fingers could smoke, they would be.
Okay.
Okay, so I had 2 hits.
Okay, 2 hits. Alright. So you are walking up to this guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up.
Before you go to that, just don't buy anything.
I don't even have the money.
And
I go to the bar.
yeah, and as you're walking over towards him, as you're getting closer, he looks up.
First timer, huh?
I act kind of shy. Yeah, I've never done stuff. I mean, I'm kind of addicted to something right now. I need it quite frequently.
Sounds serious.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, like, do you know about any other stuff I could use maybe to get rid of this addiction?
What, are you trying to see other substances now?
Well, I've heard that, like, if you use others, maybe,
You
like,
gotta understand. You gotta treat your substances well.
yeah,
You gotta have loyalty. People don't have respect anymore.
I stare at the anime titties harder. Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
always
We're
looking
doomed.
for something better. They're looking for the next big hit. They're looking for the next big buzz. And if you just treat it well, it'll return the favor.
But isn't there maybe the one that, like, I don't know,
They say your first is always the best.
you're so right. Start breaking down a tear.
Why, Shinja? Why?
Do you have any lizard ball Z?
You just hear a.
I don't do Trinio anymore.
Damn it. I gotta import everything from Japan, man. You gotta have something.
No, not much market for that these days.
See, this is why I need something else, man. I know you gotta be faithful, but I can't survive.
Okay, roll me another charisma check. Charisma plus acting.
He's not acting. I slightly am.
No hits.
No hits.
Yeah.
Did you glitch?
I only had one.
Okay,
one.
no, then you're good. Just looks at you.
Son, there's a time moving on. And it's clear that you have not reached that point yet.
Can you lead me in the right way? Maybe someone who can
I just
open me
type
up
in the
to...
group chat. Give up.
Ding! I don't know what that was.
What was your comm link?
Damn girlfriend. Put her away.
Go to hell.
Kiss
Sudden
emoji.
message. The fuck are you guys doing?
Is there anyone or anything you can point me to that can supply me stuff? I heard the Yakuza, like, they're pretty good at, like, getting Japanese stuff, right? Like,
Yaks. He spits and there's a massive movie. I mean, it's black and it smells bad and it like
Crawls away.
yeah, it sprouts legs. And, fucking yaks. They try to move in all of their fancy shit. Oh, we've got heroin. Oh, it's not the real stuff anymore anyway. I tell you, no one's got respect.
they're bringing
Nobody.
in heroin? Like,
They're
who uses
calling-
that anymore?
They're calling it that. It's nuts. They're going for the retro kids. Oh, look at me! I've got heroin. No, you don't. You poxy.
What is it that they actually have then?
Synthetic shit. It's no good.
Does it have a name?
They call it heroin. It's not good. I don't know why the Japanese are pushing this stuff. Their reputations. How you're supposed to compete as a struggling small businessman? Just no.
I know.
Ask him what he's pushing.
But you really gotta, like... God damn it, give me a second. I need to
Occasionally,
quiet
you just
her
see
down.
like beep 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 beep, like in the chat as I'm trying to like
Bing,
back
bing,
out.
bing.
Just go.
It's my grandpa and girlfriend at the same time. It's so annoying. I'm sorry. It's like, shut up.
Hey, how does this work?
Like, you know, like you're missing a huge market. Let me silence it.
It's like this, right? Sit.
Sit.
I silenced my thing.
Screwing up the art.
Okay,
Like,
fine. I'll just
you,
stop.
like, you're missing out a huge market here, man.
Alright.
Like you gotta,
Stupid
at least you
piece.
gotta know, like, the source where it's coming from, or, like, I don't know. What are you pushing? What's popular your days around now?
There's some new shit I'm trying to get my hands on, but seems to be rather elusive. No one knows whether it's real or not.
Is it that heroin stuff?
No. That stuff is kid stuff compared
Unlike
to what's
Drake,
going on
Elros
now.
totally knows how to mess with comlinks.
No, there's this stuff. Supposedly it's Russian, but I've never heard anybody talk about it. But it's this stuff that's supposedly like the best thing you're supposed to get on before you start plugging into this VR shit that's going around now. Yeah, I mean, you know, video is great. You know, it's like you're right in the film. It's not just sitting there watching a 2D image anymore. Like all that.
I tried the old HTC Vive. Like, they've only gotten expensive from then on.
Yeah, it's gotten way better. You just don't go for those throwbacks. Just,
No.
Somebody.
I like some of the
Google
vintage stuff, you know.
But here's the thing, right? Like, even with the new stuff, unless you're using a full-on BTL, you're not gonna feel anything. You'll be able to walk around, you'll be able to see it, smell it. If you're really adventurous, you can probably taste it. But you're not gonna feel nothing.
BTL, what's that?
Oh, you're still stuck on that VR stuff, aren't you? BTL is better than life, man. It's like you're right there. It's one thing to watch it happen to somebody else. It's entirely another when you're in the room and you're the guy, you know?
That sounds fun.
But the problem is you don't feel nothing. This stuff is getting pushed now. Supposedly, it tricks the brain and it starts simulating the nerve endings and I don't even know. But now, not only do you see it, not only do you smell it, but you can feel it too.
It's almost like moving to like another dimension almost.
Almost, yeah. Yeah, that stuff. Problem is, it's addictive as hell from what I hear. Like, BTLs are bad enough. Like, you start using those things, man, and all of a sudden, if you're not careful, you're hooked, you're broke, and then you find yourself having an intervention. Or I should say, that's what could happen.
So you don't have no idea how to get in touch with us then? This sounds like
I'm here trying to blunder into it.
you don't have any contacts? Hook me
yet.
up somehow?
Not yet. Just a struggling small businessman trying to get by, make his way in the world.
Ask him if he knows anybody who does have contact that might be able to hook you up.
Talking about VR, talking about the drug on the cell.
And that girlfriend never leaves you alone, huh?
She's upset that I prefer 2D girls than her. I don't.
What, are you sick or something?
We've gone too far deep in the anime trail. We'll look at the messages real quick. Well, do you have a contact that knows anyone, or you think might know?
Only guy I heard of got a hold of this stuff, right? He got it from here. The thing is, he got himself a righteous load of it, and has not been heard from since.
Where was he last?
Last, he was at his place, about 3 blocks up.
You think he'd mind paying a visit or checking it out? Is it just like, is it abandoned?
No one's seen him.
Jeez. I wonder what happened. Must have been one hell of a trip.
I mean, if he wasn't careful and took all that stuff at the same time, he could be 3/4 of the way to the moon by now.
You think he got in trouble with some people, maybe?
I mean, he could have gotten in trouble with some people, he might have gotten geeked. He may be completely scorched someplace in the gutter, I don't know.
So where is this place again?
3 blocks up, top floor of the apartment complex.
Well, thanks for your help, man. I hope your business booms.
When you're ready to try some harder stuff, let me know.
Well, if you come across some
You notice
anime,
that his right eye is furiously twitching. He's like,
if you come across some anime, I'd like to contact you. Can I get your info?
No.
Please?
No.
Okay. Are you usually around here?
he reaches and you see his hand on the
Dot,
butt
dot,
of a
dot.
gun.
Bro's taken. Dot, dot, dot.
I will.
I like the future.
Hey, look, I typed something other than B. There's an A there.
If I just come across you,
told you to
I'll,
put that
well,
down.
I'll ask
Oh,
you again
yeah,
at that
right.
time, I guess. Like, hey,
Hand comes off the gun, and he pulls out the vape stick and. You just awkwardly,
Walk away.
sheepishly walk away.
I walk back to you. Like, is he still like, or she's still in the same
I'm at the
spot?
bar.
Like,
Yeah, at the bar.
I sit next to you. Like, so, I don't know if I got anything good out of this. I'm trying to keep this whispered down low, by the way. But there was someone who seemed to have had a connection to possibly the drug we were looking for. It's like in an apartment complex, like 3 blocks down. We might find some clues there as to, like, you know, where the supply is coming from and whatnot.
Nice job.
Thank you, Desu.
He's not there.
Maybe there's something else there. God damn it!
Well, hurry up and find it.
Alright. I would like to. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna ask the
This is
bartender.
a good enough place. I'm gonna go ahead and load into the Matrix
Okay.
and see if I can't hack into the security system of this apartment complex.
Okay. Yeah.
Or is that something that I have to be hardwired into?
That is something that you can do. It is a local host, so you can get there. So you're going to try and hack in. So roll me hacking and
Intuition.
hacking and logic.
You log in and then pass out.
What happened to him? He has a low alcohol tolerance.
He is the alcohol tolerance.
Five.
5.
Jeez. It's the highest we've rolled so far.
Yeah.
I've had 7.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it takes a bit of work. The firewall on this place is stronger than you would have anticipated for the neighborhood, but you do manage to slice your way into it. So you get inside.
I want to pull up security feeds.
Okay.
Last time this guy showed up on camera. Try
Okay.
and see if I can spot the guy that we're supposed to be hunting.
Okay, so you pull up the security feed for the top floor, because that's what he told you where the guy is. And you start scrubbing back through it, and you see a guy who left his apartment about 3 days ago and has not been back since.
Side note on the comlink, guys, it seems like he hasn't been home for about 3 days.
Does he match our description of Crazy Eye?
It looks like him. From what I see.
It is not Ivan.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, never mind. Scratch it.
But it is a guy that looks like a druggie. This is somebody who is strung out on something and left their apartment 3 days ago and has not been back. You do know that there is an empty apartment at that building on the top floor that is the guy that the drug dealer told you about.
Hey man, did you check the empty apartment on the top floor?
I guess he's asking you.
Top floor of what?
The apartment complex.
For who?
When you said
Crazy Ivan. I almost said Crazy Pete.
it's Stinky Pete.
I mean, I can come look.
I think that'd be a good starting spot.
Right.
I'll go look.
Do you want some like other buddies to go with you, man? You want to go on by yourself again?
Send me the orc.
Hey man, so there's this apartment complex that you need to go to. It's like 3 blocks that way.
Okay.
Wait outside for him. He'll be on his way.
Alright. Sounds good. I'll head out.
Just walk straight that direction.
Turn straight or
Just straight. He'll be standing in the middle of the road.
I'll go with him just in case he gets lost.
someone who needs me to someone help me with this.
Just put it away.
I got GPS on my thing. Let's
All
go.
right. So the two of you leave, and you step outside, and there's Crusher, arms folded, still not looking like he's having the greatest day.
I
Is
like
just
Alicia.
wincing a bit. What?
I said I like Alicia.
just wincing a bit as you guys walk out, almost like the sunlight is kind of hurting him. I mean, even though it's mid-afternoon and kind of trending towards evening. You're like, alright, so where we going?
We're gonna go check out the apartment complex, top floor. Are you gonna come? Or are you staying? Like, you still
I'm coming
seem
with
really-
you.
It's
Yeah. Sure,
room
if you wanna come.
22B.
Right. So, you guys...
That's on top floor.
You guys make the trek over to the apartment complex, and you find that the door is actually locked.
Is it an electronic lock, or
It is an electronic lock, yeah. It is a keypad, actually.
I'm gonna try and hack it?
Okay, go ahead.
You're not gonna talk to the guy who's already hacked into the security system?
Well, I'm gonna try it first,
Okay,
and
'cause
then
you're trying to impress.
and then I'll
I'll contact
He's
you.
an,
if
he's
I
an
can.
indi-
Do I see him trying to hack it?
Oh yeah.
he's a very independent hacker.
So hacking plus.
You make it
Uh,
harder.
it's hacking plus logic.
This is cute. So I'm gonna have to try and stop the security from going off, huh? Okay, well. I'm gonna try and
I
cock block the
got
security.
3 hits.
That was another 6.
Okay. You and program that you've dialed in runs its course, and it says it's unlocked. And then you go and try the door, and it doesn't open.
You want me to,
What? Well, you want to try busting it open?
as much as I think that would probably be a bad idea, I mean, I could.
You want to try open it, hacking it open?
Hack it with these?
4. Yeah, that was a glitch. So, you just... And all of a sudden, you hear the lock. It appears it's unlocked now.
Magic smoke.
Ah, it was just a delay.
Opens the door, and you see a little bit of smoke curling out of the lock.
Huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
good job.
Are you with me kind of still?
In the bar, yeah.
I think I hate that guy.
The party has
It
split.
took you this long.
So, you guys
Hey,
find
I
the
got
stairs.
the info. Jeez.
You guys find the stairs, and you make your way up to the
Good,
top
good
floor.
work there, Bill.
And
Hotaru.
you find a door that is essentially like a fire escape door at the top of the stairs, but it is a mechanical lock.
This isn't gonna work. So is that's where we gotta go through? Like that's where
That's where the stairs lead you to. Yeah.
yeah, I got you.
Right, I'll do it. Stand back.
Tell him not to use the chainsaw.
Don't use the chainsaw.
That's the chainsaw.
No, that's his forehead.
So, hitting his physical limit, you watch as Crusher takes 2 steps back, and we're talking Captain America charging star shoulder, boosh right through the door. There is a loud metallic "king" as it springs open.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's quite impressive.
Are you okay?
Never been. So,
That was impressive.
That was 7 hits on 11 dice.
Oh my god.
You see me, my eyes are just like through my goggles.
I tell
Yeah.
Why aren't
they
you
don't-
here, by the way?
They
Question
don't
mark.
call you a crusher for nothing.
Because this is what I do.
so 22
Okay,
being-
whatever.
I mean, this is what I do, man.
Sorry, I keep
You guys walk, and you get to the room, which is smack in the middle of the floor, and the door is there. What are you guys doing?
I check to see if it's locked or has any sign of people trying to break in recently.
Trapped.
There is a... Go ahead and roll me a perception test.
Check for traps. Somebody check for traps. Send. Exclamation point. Send.
I thought I wasn't supposed to use this.
1 hit.
1 hit. There is a thin
I'm surprised I
layer,
haven't glitched out yet.
there is a thin layer of dust that does not appear to include the door handle. The door handle is bright and shiny.
Someone's been here recently. Did you try to open this earlier? Have you been here?
I just got here. If I had been here earlier, that door wouldn't have been locked. In fact, the door in front wouldn't have been locked either.
You know, he's got a point.
I try to check to see if there's any traps or anything. Actually, yeah, I'll see if I can see any physical traps and maybe peer into the astral plane.
It's a trap!
Okay, you're
This
going
is
to
great
shift.
because I can
You're going-
metagame without metagaming.
You're going to shift into the astral plane.
Kind of watching them go.
I just want to like see if I see anything in the astral plane, like if it like anything that shows like a sign of like.
Okay, you shift into the astral plane. Most of the stuff that is physical, that is not like alive, the inorganic stuff, does not actually have a presence on the astral plane.
Gotcha.
So you can see sort of like a grayish, blocky outline of stuff, but you cannot actually see things that are on the physical plane.
Gotcha. Can I see like things ahead, like if there's people ahead? Can I sort of see like silhouettes of them? Like,
you can if you have line of sight.
Like a line of sight on them.
Line of sight on them.
Okay. So I probably don't. I come back to the physical plane.
The thing is, you're not astrally projecting.
Yeah,
you're just shifting your vision.
Yeah, so I just shift my vision back.
You don't see any like spiritual barriers or magic stuff that would prevent someone from walking in.
Do I see anything? Like
I was gonna say
Matrix traps?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask if you see anything like that.
There doesn't appear to be any particular countermeasures here. Because this is just a block of apartments, you get the sense that most of the security on this building was on the front end, so like a firewall. But once you get past the firewall, it's kind of open game. Do you see anything?
I don't see anything, but what's your name again? Dreg?
It's Dreg.
I'm gonna open this door.
That's probably not a great idea.
Why not?
Because we have no idea what's on the other side of this fucking door.
That's why I'm just gonna
Try knocking.
open it.
I've got a better idea.
And he sits down, leans against the wall, leans his head back, and you watch as his body goes completely limp.
Are you doing that weird astral stuff again?
No response.
I
Does
shift
he, like,
my eyesight to
limp
the
on
astral
the
plane.
ground, or is
He
just
he
falls?
he sat down, leaned back against the
Oh,
wall,
okay.
and then immediately,
I shift my perception to the astral plane.
Is he okay?
and you see a ghostly image of Crusher through the door.
What the hell?
You see
don't
this.
see that.
You don't see
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Because I can see into
'cause-
the astral plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just,
he's looking into the astral plane, which is where Crusher just went.
Gotcha. I see. I mean, I don't see, but
Yeah, and
He's
just kinda
fine.
like-
He just went through the door.
he just fell asleep.
Yeah, his eyes just totally went white,
Yeah.
and then Crusher's laying on the ground.
So you can't see it because I got goggles on.
Charisma plus will.
I could do that too. I just
Which is
hold back. Gotta roll my eyes back, man.
Okay. You sit there for a couple of seconds, and Crusher's eyes spring open. Right, there's one guy in that room.
And he's alive.
He's alive, but there's one guy in that room. It appeared like he was looking for something.
Should we barge in and try to, just restrain him or question him?
Well, in my expertise, it's used for when diplomacy doesn't have a place anymore.
So you're
Could
saying
you
yes.
tell what the guy looked like?
I only see auras.
Um,
I could have manifested if I wanted to freak him out.
Aurora, you
Well,
wanna
if he's
come
tripping,
over here and help us out?
if bro's tripping balls, man, then
I think you're more
probably
useful
would have been
here, physically.
You think I'm more physical than the guys
My
next to
friend,
me?
there's only one.
I know, but she's quick. We could probably use
Look, if
someone
that's the guy, we just gotta go in, we gotta ask him, hey, where'd you get your hands on that shit?
Okay, fine.
like, are you Stinky Pete?
Crazy Ivan.
All right, let's just do it. Both of you ready then?
Ready as oil.
Just so you guys know, I can't do much beyond this point.
Hold on. Can you send me an image link to my
Of?
link of the feed? Camera feeds.
Oh yeah, you can, I guess.
I have
Yeah, he wants to see the security camera
Could I
footage.
patch him into? I mean, I could show
You
him.
can share images.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, all of a sudden,
PlayStation Share Play.
all of a sudden,
Please sign in.
Crap! I haven't done this in 6 years.
you must purchase the Image Link DLC.
Damn it, EA!
Here, you can sign in using my account.
Yeah.
Please watch
Yeah.
the 30
So
second video.
you're sitting there at the bar, enjoying your water, and coming up on your HUD, you now see the security camera footage, and it is a single camera in the hallway of this top floor. So,
With a little bit of audio, right?
a little bit. It's kind of muffled and it's not very good quality, but you can hear like footsteps.
So we're
And
breaking this door
you
down.
can hear.
I don't think it's locked.
We actually probably hear him better in like our comm link.
Yeah.
Right. You guys ready then?
I got my earbuds in.
Put my hand on the handle. Twist it and barge open.
You twist the handle, barge in, and inside you see a man in a suit, hunched over, looking under the bed, who looks up, goes, "Oh shit!" And I need the two of you to both roll. Let me see here. Reaction plus intuition.
They shoot you dead. Next.
Or
Reaction plus intuition.
yep. Oh god.
So fives and sixes are
5s and 6s are successes.
one success.
No successes.
Oh god. Okay. So,
What? You're a fighter and you have a 1 in reaction?
alright. Well, here's the good news. Everybody involved just failed the surprise check. So, there's this awkward moment where this guy in the suit looks up at the 3 dudes who just barged into this room. At which point we need to roll initiative.
6 plus D6.
Well, I feel kind of useless.
You helped us get
To
it.
shoot a magic missile.
I got a 10.
9 plus 1. I'm gonna roll just because.
Okay.
See if
First
I can't
combat.
do anything.
First combat!
Oh god. That is 4 ones.
How did you... Okay.
And one 5.
Alright.
So mine is 2 plus d6. So it's just a d6 and I add 2 points to
Yep.
it or whatever.
Roll a d6 and add 2.
All right, so that's
Mine-
4.
I have a 9 plus 1 d6.
Okay, so what did you roll?
A 1.
No, I mean, what did you roll total for initiative?
1.
9 plus D6, like...
Oh, so
I was about to yeah, what is your total score?
so you roll just 1d6.
Oh, I thought that meant you roll 9d6 plus 1.
No.
Okay.
Ah, wow, in that
So-
case.
So it's
It's just 1d6 plus.
plus 9, yeah.
Okay.
Although technically you're in AR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're rolling AR initiative.
It's still the same. Matrix initiative.
Yeah.
It's. I have the same initiative for both.
Okay.
14.
14. Alright. Well, this will be interesting.
14. Holy crap.
Martin with a 14.
I have a 9 as my base.
Okay.
Oh, so that you count.
Okay, what did you roll?
10.
10?
4.
4.
Yeah, it's
That makes sense.
It's your number plus whatever you roll on the d6.
On the D. Oh, crap. Nice.
Drag.
I rolled the best I could.
This is where the crazy dice shenanigans are going to take place.
Yeah. So, and then we've got not Iverian.
Iberian, what did you roll?
Will, Hotaru,
Billion.
Stein, pick your choice.
Wait, Ivan? Oh, wait, Iverian.
Stein, you rolled yourself a 4. Yeah?
Yeah.
Billion.
4 plus 6, 10.
I want to make the character named Billy.
All right, so top of the combat turn is Martin.
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 Hey, can I do anything?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. I don't know how to play this game.
Hack the enemy, make him,
Do I see any part of him in the Matrix?
Go ahead and roll me a Matrix perception test.
I don't know how.
You can like shoot him from there.
I mean, I have perception.
Right. Hang on.
Okay, let me look at my skills.
Yeah.
I have cyber combat, software, hardware, perception, electronic warfare.
Okay, so
Let's.
I'm looking at your Matrix actions, which, because, this is kind of important for you, page 235 is where I'm at in the rulebook. 235 and 238 is where your Matrix actions are. So, erase mark, I should have had you roll for that. Okay, good to know.
What?
Erase mark, I should have had you roll for that.
Oh.
But, you should be able to control device, yeah. So, your Matrix perception... See, this is the fun part, guys, because this is our first time doing all of this.
There's a lot of rule reading.
Yeah. You learn somehow.
All you had to do was tackle it.
Yeah.
So glad we got into an encounter this session.
Say what?
So glad we got into an encounter this session.
Yes. Well, it's worth doing. Well, if you're in AR, I'm gonna say that you can see everything in the personal area network, but you have to crack it in order to actually access it.
Okay, so I don't know what that means.
Okay. So this is a primer on Shadowrun. So all of your devices have at least some sort of connectivity to the Matrix, right? The way that they are doing all of that...
Except for my shotgun.
Yeah, except for the throwback shotgun. The way that they are doing that is that they are actually linking to your comlink. So your comlink is essentially your personal router that is connecting all of your devices to the Matrix. So your comlink is creating what is your personal area network. So you have a network that is specific to you that has all of your devices on it. So in theory, if he was to crack someone's personal area network, assuming that he's close enough and can actually get there with minimal interference, he can then attempt to crack any of the devices they have that are connected to that network.
Gotcha. Right. Kill him. I mean, to the inch of his life.
Okay.
So, Matrix Perception is computer plus intuition versus... Okay.
Computer plus intuition.
Yes. And it is a contested roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
which one do I want to drop?
Come on! Show me some love.
This is a complex action, so this is going to be your first turn in this initiative pass.
Okay. 3.
Okay. Alright, Matrix Perception, you can absolutely see his comlink, and you can see that he currently has 2 firearms on his person, as well as a couple cybernetic enhancements.
Okay. What kind of cybernetic enhancements?
He has cyber eyes. He also has a robotic right arm.
Oh, can I totally just disengage his cyber eyes?
You can try on your next turn, because that is a complex action.
Okay, what kind of... Okay, it says simple actions.
Yeah, so the way combat works is that everyone gets 1 free action. Within reason, you might have another free action, because they're free actions. But on your turn, you can either take 1 complex action, or you can take 2 simple actions.
Okay.
Matrix Perception, in order to identify a personal area network, is a complex action.
Okay. Is that Matrix Search? Or...
No, Matrix Perception, 241.
Oh, it's right there next to it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I
So-
see that now.
Yep. Complex action to search the Matrix for a personal area network.
Okay, and then what's like a free action? Like scratching my butt?
Sure.
Okay.
If you want to scratch your butt, sure. Simple communication. So, like, if you're sending a couple word message, that can be a free action. Especially because you are in the Matrix, you have a higher initiative score than just about everybody.
Mhm.
So you're kind of reacting faster than everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just talk in the comlink and be like, "Hey, it looks like he's got 2 weapons, cybernetic enhancements, and cyber eyes."
Okay.
Just not typing, but like speaking it.
Yep. So, you, for a free action, because Crusher is next on the list, you receive a message that says turn him off.
Working on it.
And he is going to move towards the guy, and he is going to, with a simple action, prepare a telescoping staff, and then is going to engage the telescoping staff to try and whack this dude in the face. So that is... Yeah, I know, right? I am so proud of me. Agility, which is 3 plus...
The telescoping staff. Extend.
Wrong way.
Yeah.
Always get better.
Okay. So this will go well. Okay. Let's see how this dude does his reaction and intuition. It is a glancing blow, unfortunately. So engages the staff, and you watch as it shoots out, and the guy kind of like ducks just out of the way, and does no damage. Dreg, it is now your turn.
So, 1 complex action or 2 simple actions.
Yes.
A free action or so.
Remember the list. Remember the list.
There is a list.
There is a list.
A list?
Yes. I sent you a list of simple and complex combat actions.
Yeah, use it.
It's a good list.
Stein, you're next.
Beautiful list.
Hotaru,
Yeah.
you're next.
Oh, did he already go? Or?
No, he's deciding what he wants to do.
Be prepared.
Prepared. Oh, okay. He's preparing.
You're on deck.
Yes, you are next up.
Let's see.
Your turn is not yet.
Well,
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Wait, so it's not yet up yet?
No, you're next.
Oh.
It's his turn now.
Okay, what?
so, he's armed?
Well, you guys know that he's armed because you just got a message saying that he's
Oh,
armed.
okay, but we don't see guns or whatever.
No, he has not had time to prepare one because he glitched on his surprise check.
Okay.
So, yeah, just the door opened and he was like, huh? And you guys were like, huh? And then we rolled initiative.
Gotcha. So, just say, hey, Sunshine, I'd just like to go over there and, whack him on the head.
Alright, you're gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and, So, it is agility plus, unarmed combat, if you're gonna punch him in the junk.
Oh, that's where his jump.
In his face.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a dick face. Anyway.
Whew. Alright, so agility plus unarmed combat. So,
Yes.
I add the points I invested in it?
Yes, so, what's your agility?
2.
2. What is your unarmed combat skill?
I invested 12.
Okay, so you're going to roll 14 dice in this attack.
Now, I also...
That physical limit, though.
Yeah. But he's rolling 14 dice, which means it's going to be really hard to glitch, and he's probably going to succeed. Just throwing that out there.
Do you need more d6? How many do you have?
Well, the ones that I gave you are 12.
Okay. Yeah.
And you need how many?
14.
Here.
This is going to be gnarly.
Okay, so...
Hey, one of mine scored him a hit.
Just seeing that many dice drop is like, oh.
Yep.
Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 hits.
8 hits.
Okay, what's your physical limit?
22.
No, your physical limit.
Kind of freaking.
That's
22.
How is his physical limit that high?
All right, so
What's-
it's what was the formula for it? Or the calculation?
It's what body or strength? Strength times.
I'm
It's-
looking it up.
It's
because
strength times
that's-
2.
Okay.
So,
It is strength
Um,
times 2
plus
body plus reaction
yeah, so
divided by 3.
Oh, divided by 3.
Okay, there we go. And then you round up. So I think your limit is 8.
Well, okay, so
Body times 2, which is
no, strength times 2.
yeah, strength times 2, which
So
is
12 plus
plus body
which is 21,
plus reaction
22.
divided by
divided by
3, which
3.
is 7.3. You round up. Your limit is 8. But you got 8 hits, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 8 hits. Suffice it to say, you hit him. Now, you get +1 damage because of your
Bone lacing.
bone lacing. Yeah. So your damage for unarmed combat is strength +1 plus your net hits. He got 3 hits on his defense roll, so it's strength +1, which
Seven.
is okay, +5 because that's how many net hits you had.
Yeah.
12.
12. Yeah.
Which means this is going to be physical damage because that exceeds the amount of armor he's got.
No kidding.
Right. So now he's going to try and resist the damage that you just did, which, oh god.
Poor guy. We're gonna kill someone today.
So you did 12 damage.
He's dead. After my turn, probably as well.
You go up and kick him.
Okay.
No.
All right. You just did 7 boxes of stun damage, or physical damage. So,
Oh my god.
bang, right across the jaw. That prized right cross is really coming in handy.
I still got it.
Yeah. Stein, it is now your turn, sir.
Well, I'm gonna take out my brand new katana.
Okay.
New to you.
Agility plus blades.
Oh, jeez. That's quite a bit.
I really just want to say, don't kill him.
It's hard to do in chat.
17 dice.
We're on combat,
Yeah,
so
We have calm.
say 17, guys.
I'm mid-punch and I'm getting...
You want more dice? You have to roll more? Oh, you already
1,
got it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. No, 9 hits.
What's your physical limit?
7.
7. So you got 7 hits. Now, normally his roll to not get hit would be 8 dice. However, because he just took 7 boxes of physical damage, he's at a -2 wound modifier. You hit him. That's 2 successes.
He no longer has a robot arm.
Okay. So it is. What is the armor penetration value?
-2.
-2. Okay, so that means that that's down to 7. He's got a -2. Okay, so he's going to get to roll 8 dice to resist damage. You had 5 net hits. So it's... What's the damage of the weapon?
It's 7.
So 7 plus 5 is 12. And he just crit glitched. He's dead. Straight up eviscerated him. You come running in with a shitty, rusty ass katana.
Slices it out straight.
I mean, this is straight up like seppuku. And he's like,
Omae wa mo shindeiru.
by the way,
The blood off your blade.
the one camera is out in the hall.
He almost hit me with that.
So you just watch 3 dudes barge into a room, and you hear,
No.
What the hell is happening
with
in
this
there?
like,
You have no idea what happened in that room, by the way.
Were we supposed to kill him?
You see me.
I wasn't trying to kill him, but
Did you guys kill him?
You see me in the bar just looking at you, just
I
like,
mean,
I have no idea what's going on.
I swear I wasn't trying to kill him.
I just type.
The sword is more powerful
Do
than
I see him like turning towards the camera with a sword in his hand?
I don't know. Are you holding your sword as you walk back out into the hall?
I'm like walking out and I'm like shaking the blood up.
blood
I
everywhere.
need you to make a composure test.
Oh my god.
Did you use your katana to try and capture someone?
Wait, you guys killed him?
I mean,
So it's just
we might have done-
straight up composure.
So
roll composure.
You Sarkis.
that wasn't my
What's your
plan.
mental limit?
Four. Okay.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, he comes out, and you see him shaking blood off the sword in the hall. It's kind of like, ugh.
What?
He's not like throwing up, but you can see there's a little bit of shell shock of like,
Why did you feel the need to, kill him?
I didn't think it was gonna do that. I like it's a rusty sword.
It's a fucking sword!
But look
You
at it.
swing it at people and they die!
But look at it. Doesn't it look
he like
super
comes
rusty?
right over to the camera. Like,
Look at it.
Yeah. Moving it closer to the camera doesn't change the fact that it's a sword! I'm like still in the bar too.
yeah.
Everybody's like,
roll me intuition.
oh gosh.
I'm
Sorry,
just,
yeah.
I'm at the bar. I'm just.
Joey, go ahead and roll me intuition as well. This is both of you, because you're both watching this.
Yeah, you actually have the feed, the
You
vision
know,
link.
Yeah.
this stuff doesn't just happen in your shows that you
Dude,
watch. This
You
happens.
both
in real
have
life,
this
too.
sinking uh-oh feeling as you realize we're gonna have to erase all of this, aren't we?
You
Go ahead and roll me a hacking check.
So hacking and logic? Or
Yeah, hacking and logic.
See the word fuck a few times in the chat.
Well, so
6.
much for getting information out of the guy.
We could probably still find something on his body.
Yeah, you managed to take the camera offline and completely erase its memory.
Anyway,
And
I'm
it
gonna
looks
go.
like an accident.
I'm gonna go
Because it
back
crit
in.
glitched.
I'm gonna go back in.
It's severely failed at saving against being
Wow.
hacked.
I'm doing pretty good with the whole hacking thing. I'm kind of enjoying that.
Yeah.
I say on the chat.
Meanwhile,
I say on the chat. At least figure out who it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in and see if he has any
Search
form
him
of
for, like,
identification.
ID.
on
Yeah.
him.
Okay, so you start rummaging through his pockets and you find a wallet. And you find an identification of some kind. And there is a picture on it. The identification's in Russian.
Okay, I think we're in the right track.
Does he?
Does he have money?
You try to find a cred stick and do not find one.
Damn it! I
There
need
is-
money for anime.
This is a cashless society, bro.
Do I find anything else on him?
You do find a couple of weapons that are biometrically locked.
We should go there.
I get up from the bar slowly.
Yeah.
I ask for the bartender.
Yeah.
There was a small girl out front earlier. I was wondering where her guardian was.
No idea who you're talking about.
Oh, she's very short, pointy ears. Young. Seems to come up here often.
Don't let young kids in here. Got
Oh.
enough trouble of that the last time. Knights Errant doesn't take kindly to underage drinkers.
Know anyone who would be interested in it?
In what?
If anyone's keeping a kid around.
There are plenty of people keeping kids around, most of them for bad reasons, especially around here.
Probably useful.
Thank you. I smile and thank him. Leave the bar.
He turns around and leaves.
Yeah, I pack up my stuff.
Yeah, you. Shit.
Fuck. It's fucked up, man. I don't know. What the?
Okay, so you pack up your stuff and
your body.
you guys cut a pretty like jaunty line on the way to the apartments, and you see the lock that you popped that is still slightly smoldering, and you just and you go inside and you see the door up there popped off the hinges, and you come around the corner and you see these three just kind of standing there over a dead guy.
I'm still rummaging through his pockets.
You're still rummaging through the pockets.
This was not planned.
I mean, it wasn't quite what we had in mind.
Did you find anything?
Does he by any chance have a data jack on?
A data jack
In his head.
He does not have a data jack in his head.
Hell, you guys!
Somebody take his eyes out.
Martin, catch! And I throw the ID card at you. You know what to do with that more than I do.
I don't read Russian. I can't just like tell you what it means.
Give it to me. I'm a little proficient in languages.
You guys haven't
Look at
heard
it.
of Google Translate?
Do I?
I thought it was called Giggle.
I want to try and
Goggle.
decipher what it says.
Okay.
I don't
Do you
know.
have any skills in Russian at all?
No, but I have a 5 in language.
I use Google.
Okay. Roll me logic plus language.
I use Ting.
I use Firefox.
I'm just amused at the amount of dice you guys are rolling.
I mean, it's like average for
Yeah.
this game, but still.
That's one hit.
One hit.
Was there any?
You look at it, it
Division
appears to
that
be
goes
a
in the
photo ID, it appears to be somewhat official, but you're not necessarily an expert in like government identification and whatnot.
Do I see anything that stands out of it, particularly? Like,
about it?
can I tell what the name was at least?
No, because it's written in Russian.
Yeah, I can't tell anything. It clearly belongs to him. But,
Pretty high.
do you want to take a look at it?
No shit, Sherlock.
Divide by 3.
I need to divide by 3.
That's
okay.
the other one that you divide by 3.
We'll keep it for our informant. Maybe he has information on it.
Okay. So you're
all the
pocketing
limits,
this dude's ID.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you have it written down. That you have Russian dude ID.
Dude's ID.
Russian dude's ID.
I'm gonna put that on my items.
Yeah. Martin, you are very aware that what is left of this dude on the floor is definitely not the dude you saw leaving this apartment 3 days ago.
Yeah. Guys, this is not the guy that I saw on the video feed.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, why? Thank God.
I didn't want to just slice just some poor druggie in half.
So you just killed some other poor guy who you never met? You don't even.
You told me he had weapons on him. I was scared.
It was even more hardcore than what I did.
I was going to
Look at the
seize
sword.
up all
Look
of his
at it.
weapons.
It's a sharp object. Of course, it's
But
gotta
it's-
draw blood.
Hey.
Look, I rub my finger on the edge. It does not cut.
Hey, Chummer, put that thing away right now.
Do I hurt myself?
I'm gonna get freaking tetanus. Nobody's seen that in like 2 decades.
See, it doesn't hurt. It's a dull blade.
So you blunted him to death. You didn't cut, you ripped him open.
No, you definitely could.
He's got 2 guns on him, but I'm looking at them and they're hard locks. Like they've got some kind of biometric scanner on them, almost like they knew who was holding them.
Can you hack them to make them not biometric?
Believe I can.
You can certainly try.
There we go.
I will certainly try.
Alright. You're going to try and brick the smart link without bricking the gun, which is going to be a bit of a trick.
It's already bricked anyway, so.
Well, not the guns.
Um,
They're useful, just only to the dead guy.
I need a physical book because it's too hard to.
I'm gonna
go
grab-
through all these.
I'm gonna grab one of the guy's
remember what all
arms.
my programs
with
do.
guns.
Are you gonna try and cut the arm off?
No. I'm gonna aim at the floor and pull the trigger with his arm.
No! Would that be like,
Slap the gun out of your hands.
So what?
would that just be like a control device?
No.
Dang it.
Hold on a second.
This might work. Dude, we could have some sort of like bloodborne weapon sort of here. Like,
Do you think he'll start talking if I hit him again?
alright, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
So-
that's not how enhancements work.
Here's
Well, you
what
know more
I'm
about
going to
that
do,
than I
right?
Okay.
So,
Once they're done hacking things.
first things first, I want you to roll me cyber combat plus logic.
Okay.
What?
All fast.
I got my trusty sword right here. Look, it splits in two.
Not next to me.
3.
Okay, yeah. You managed to get a data spike into the smart gun system. So you actually have an inroad to it now. The next thing I want you to do is roll a hacking and logic.
Which is 10.
Dude, I'm getting cycle ideas.
Dang, that's only 2.
Okay, you were not able to crack the file in the smart link, so you are not able to get into the root. You can try to format the device, which might or might not work in terms of separating the smart link from the gun.
Okay.
Android Oreo pops up.
Yeah. No, they got nougat now.
That new gag.
Format device. So
Or actually, is Oreo the latest one?
Computer plus logic.
I think it's Oreo. I think they're gonna upgrade again.
Or marshmallow? No, marshmallow's
So complex.
There's lots of candy in it.
Yeah. Well, this is when you're hacking an individual device, which means you've got to start messing around with a whole bunch of different systems at the same time. And by the way, I'm coming up with all this on the fly based on what the programs say that they do. So, this is the fun of just kind of like, hey, we're all learning. I can do stuff.
Exactly.
All right, you managed to format the smart link. And now I need you to go ahead and just roll me cyber combat plus computer.
Do it.
Okay.
We believe.
Stay alive. Stay alive. Okay. 1, 2, 2.
2. The gun bricks entirely.
It's useless.
Well,
He's a useless man.
It is cursed.
This is garbage.
It was a threshold 5 to actually succeed on that one. But
Not even my
Yeah.
cousin.
yeah, it was probably shit anyway. He didn't get to fire it once at all. When
I mean, if it's got a biometric lock on it, man, that thing ain't shit.
well, I mean,
Somebody
it is
spent
now.
a little
And,
bit of money on it.
like,
Welcome
look, all the
back,
money
Nina.
he spent on it, and it didn't protect him.
Now it's just
Some
paperweight.
random dude wears a rusty sword killed him.
Yeah, and who was it? Idiot? Because of you, we get nothing from this guy.
I know you're all new
It's
to
okay.
this sort of thing.
Maybe you should just stick, with, fists.
I'm not really made
What?
for unarmed combat.
We might want to do something about the fact that there's a dead body here.
Oh, we got ideas where we can.
I mean,
put
I
them away?
erased all the footage of everything that just happened, so there's no
Right,
visual
but-
proof.
If he's got himself a dog wagon contract, they're going to be here in 10 minutes. Which means we need to figure something out right now.
Well, he's Russian.
We know he's Russian.
Can we?
I'm pretty sure that his, slightly surprised expression of had a vaguely Russian feel to it.
Okay, did we search him? Was there anything on him?
I mean, we've got an ID card, but there's not much you can do with that.
Nothing else on him.
I mean, we know this is the apartment of the guy, right? He was looking for something.
Well, let's split up and search.
Let's try and find what he was looking for.
Yeah, I want to look where he seemed to be looking last.
Under the bed.
Okay.
Try not to leave too much evidence
You know
that
what?
we've been here.
I'm gonna have everybody roll Judge Intentions.
What?
Judge
Everyone,
Intentions.
open the book.
What is
Which is
that?
Charisma plus Intuition.
Charisma plus intuition.
Yes.
Okay, let me write that one down.
It's one of the.
This is why you
attributes.
write everything down, boys and girls.
It's one of the attributes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is.
So
Yeah.
3.
9.
1.
Sorry, let me.
I got 5.
5.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's 9 dice, so.
Yeah.
3.
3. Okay.
One success.
You two, kind of at the same time as you are turning over like furniture in this apartment, and you're trying to see if there's anything of value left. I mean, you find some like dusty old clothes. It's all moth-worn, and this is a very shitty apartment. But you guys do manage to find buried under the squeaky floorboard in the kitchen. You find an old data pad that appears to be a rating 1 comlink.
You might get it.
Okay. So you pocket a data rating 1 comlink that is currently locked.
Can anyone track us with this on us?
Would I know that?
You would know that.
Can they?
If someone knows that it's there and they know what signal they're looking for, yes.
In theory.
Let's no one take it home.
So yeah, let's not go home. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah.
That's
Wait.
the
What
best.
about the body?
He's dead.
Do you want to carry it and do something with it?
No, but
You want to walk through the entire... Just throw it over the balcony or something?
at least-
I don't know.
we gotta
Don't
at least make it look like
Let's get
he's some random guy.
Hey,
So-
Crusher, you got any ideas?
Let's start by taking his clothes off.
Don't listen to the wheel.
As amusing as
offensive.
that idea is to me personally. What? As amusing as that idea is to me personally, I don't think there's much we can do. I mean, I didn't hit him with anything particularly hard. Maybe we just try and get out of here.
Well, if
Sounds good to me.
let's say if I
These tantos split vatos.
Don't you think people will know that we came through here? Did you delete everything showing us coming in?
I did.
if Ivan finds out about
The
this,
sooner you let go of everyone you've killed, the better.
skip town probably.
Okay, let's just go.
I just start like...
and you watch as Crusher lays down on the bed
Oh,
and goes limp again, and just.
He's doing that thing again.
And this
Well, I can't
is spellcasting plus charisma, which is
Body stands up.
so what? No, no, this is not The Shining. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Body turned around.
2 minutes, and the eyes snap back open. Right. And there's a little bit of blood. No one will know I was here. Gets up, and it's like, we should be good to go.
Ooh, it's like that show Weirder Things.
Oh god.
Whatever.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Astral
Aren't they on like
signatures.
season 23 of that or something now?
Astral signatures, mate.
Season 2 was
You gotta deal with
good
them
one.
before somebody finds them. Especially if Knights Errant finds themselves local.
Let's not leave all at once. As I exit the building.
How about a back door? Go out the back door.
I'm just going out the
emergency
front
exit.
door, whatever.
Right. You get a message that says, do try to hack the comlink.
I will.
Yeah. And I think that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Oh shoot.
Right.
Yep.
It's 3:15.
We did it. We got a new system down.
Guys, we killed a guy.
We killed it.
Murder hobos! You guys are murder hobos!
It's an evil campaign.
Exactly
We
what
discovered that we
You
might be
guys
just a
are.
little bit too
too strong.
aggressive.
How much karma do they lose for that?
Like, this whole time before the game, I'm rolling like crap, and I'm like, well, this is gonna end poorly for everyone. And then you guys crit them twice. Same round.
I can't help if I roll so good.
I swear, it wasn't intentional.
No, that's
I only wanted to slightly nick him.
This isn't like D&D where like you could just do like whatever and die.
no. I mean, there are ways.
Stats them a little.
No, there are ways. Like if you have a taser, you can try and stun somebody. If you have tranquilizers, you can try and stun somebody. There are ways to knock
Why weren't
somebody
you
out.
there with your stun gun?
Wasn't gonna raid someone's house. 3 people behind me.
So yeah, the lethality of the system is pretty insane. Just gonna throw that out there.
What's wrong with us?
It could, you know, go against our favor in the future.
That's the thing. Like, I wanted to get at least one combat in so that you guys could see the way it works.
Lots of dice.
Yes, lots of dice, and you can die in a hurry.
Yeah.
Well,
You can also
took
kill
2
him.
hits.
The guy took 2 hits, and you guys eviscerated him.
If he got any hits in, I
It was a visceral attack.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
It was basically the Bloodborne, like, I shoved my, like, weapon right into his gut.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Off my blade.
that's the thing. So, like, so to resist damage, you roll your body plus armor minus armor penetration of the weapon, right? So if you have an armor rating of 9, which is what I have right now, and you have a body rating of 6, and you get hit with a weapon that has an armor penetration of 5, you're rolling 10 dice to resist damage. By the way, if you start taking wounds, that dice pool gets smaller by each wound that you take.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather die than lose my deck.
if it goes down, it starts going down faster. So be careful.
So if you get shot, don't get shot again.
Yeah, don't get shot multiple times. It's a bad
Don't
idea.
get shot.
That's
Just count on your enemies to glitch.
It's the game. Don't get caught by cops. Don't get shot by cops.
yeah.
You'll be okay
That's
until you're shot by your friend
yeah.
and his enemies.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for more Shadowrun.
Next week.
More shot.
Good night.
Oh, goodbye.
The camera's over here.
Yeah.